Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight and watching our live stream. And we also want to give a thank you to Zarkar Valaha for the music before and after the show, as well as Arkenforge for providing the music during. I don't think we're going to be getting into combat tonight. We may or may not. We'll see what the party does in terms of their choice making. But you might see it on the tabletop as well that we use for our little viewing of battle maps and everything, as we kind of use their whole little Dungeon Master kit. It's all really useful here. So, with that all being said, we'll go ahead and go out to the full table. Unfortunately, Jason's not with us this evening. He's got some stuff going on at home, but we hope everything's going well with him. If he happens to be in the streaming chat or not, I don't know. Yeah, got everybody else here though. So let me go ahead and get some background music going while we cover a quick recap from last week's episode. Whoever wants to start into that, feel free.
We killed her.
We made her retreat. Made her projection go away.
We killed Millicent's ice monster, though. That
True.
was kind of cool.
After he
It
nearly-
almost killed us.
Uh-huh.
Froze several of us.
We got
It was a
turned.
very stressful time. You're not allowed to do that again, so never am I ever letting you get that low in hit points ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you.
What are you talking about? I was above zero. That's all that matters.
You weren't.
At
You
the
were
end, I
reduced.
was not.
Yeah.
No.
During the fight.
Yeah,
During the
true.
fight I was.
Hey, I had a whole 20, okay? I was sitting good.
What now?
I'm thinking because I didn't know. So I'm doing it now.
That's dangerous.
Fair. That was me earlier, but I did it before I got here.
Because I can give myself the ability to use not light one-handed weapons and an extra AC.
Yeah, just a lot of fighting. And stabbing. And blasting.
And getting blasted.
Yeah, getting blasted. The Kritzar seemed weird whenever they got attacked. Like they weren't really in control of themselves.
Yeah, details that only Vidir picked up on in the moment.
And then I got frosted.
Stay frosty, my friends.
Actually, Duruk's passive insight is pretty high, if I recall correctly.
I think it's 17.
Mine's
I'm working
19.
on pulling up D&D
Okay.
now.
You
I'll
told
say-
me to keep reminding you of that.
Yeah, true. I couldn't remember. I knew it was from that section. So Duruk's probably is also pretty high, too. I'll say this. Duruk, you probably noticed that they also appeared to be, whilst striking and also being struck, not necessarily totally of their own free will. Bryn, you're probably a little far away when you blew them up to take any notice of whether they had any sort of particular reactions to anything or not. So, I'll say for the 19, probably not.
Fair.
But, as everyone is recovering the next day, you complete your long rest. Rainier thaws out. And then quickly says that he needs to rest as well.
Because apparently I wasn't important enough, so you know.
Correct.
Well, if that were true, we would have just walked away and left you there.
You were important enough not
So-
to leave, but I mean, beyond that, you know.
You needed to chill.
You know what? Next fight, I'm just gonna go ahead and write down all the damages and see where it's at.
We'll
Next
also,
fight,
we'll also
I'm
write
just
down how
gonna-
much damage you take as well.
Well, okay.
I was just going to say, next fight, I'm just going to focus on healing.
Let's just keep a
Do you
tally
want
of how much
Houston or
self-damage
no?
you do.
Yeah. So you hurt
I'll change
yourself.
it right now.
That would be a
Everybody hurts
good,
you.
like, a little counter in the bottom corner of the screen.
How many times has Rainier been knocked unconscious this fight?
You
Not a
know,
Krillin counter.
we need a lore master like Danny Carr to like keep these stats
For sure.
Firing minds.
We can get somebody can get a Tales of Astoria.
Wiki.
You know, yeah, I was gonna say the stats, like critical role stats going. That'd be great. All right, so
That was tasty, thank you.
I will be
as Rainier rests the next day, you have time to kill within the fort.
Time to kill Renee.
Well, he's resting.
No.
So they came from over the wall, or they came from the hole in the ground, or yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All of the above.
Okay.
I mean,
Could I?
how was
Could I? A bug is not an object, right? That's a creature. That's a different thing.
Correct.
Okay.
Although there is a certain point that a dead body becomes an object, which is
Yeah, that's
weird.
true. That's true. No.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got kind of close to Rochelle at one point. Would I have any kind of something that I could cast locate object on?
Now, when you say kind of close,
Yep.
you mean
I touched Rainier, who was like right up on her.
at what point?
Oh,
I was probably realistically like 15 to 20 feet away.
She was brandishing that sickle around quite a bit.
on
Not
that note,
close enough to it.
we do know she is not on this plane.
We do?
I do. I'm going to tell everyone because, like, when I hit her, I branded
You're
her.
unconscious.
Huh?
You're unconscious.
Because I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well, that is what unconscious does tend to mean, yes.
I go over here and nap. It's cool.
See you guys later.
But
How
that's
about this?
probably a no.
If you guys want to do any foraging or rummaging or surveying of the bodies that have been left behind, as they are numerous. Well, not numerous, but there's stuff to look at and investigate while we're near rest. And then you guys can get into the...
What was the
Stuff.
dung beetle called? The big beetle thing? What was that?
Oh, Goliath beetle.
Goliath beetle.
Oh god.
Dung beetle, Goliath beetle.
Same thing.
I mean,
It's
you
a
knew that he-
giant dung beetle.
In your defense, he was a shit.
Yes. Facts. Did the ice guy? He just left exploded ice all over the ground, right? Not really so much a body.
Oh, there's still bits and chunks left.
Okay.
Which...
Hi.
Hi.
What up?
No motes
I
of
mean-
elemental energy came off of that guy.
Do you want to make an investigation check?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Forgot my dice.
I mean, I guess
Huh?
I would also like to investigate.
Is this... Well... We'll say this was done before you guys took your long rest, this part.
Okay.
Because you know that with these elemental creatures, their essence can fade quite
Dissipates.
quickly. Yeah.
18.
18.
Yeah.
You do find those motes.
Heck yeah! Jar 'em up!
Yep.
How many jars?
You get one vial,
Vial.
which contains 4 motes.
Cool.
Actually, nope. Scratch that. It's going to be 2 vials, each with 2 motes. They're a bit larger on this, as the creature itself was as well.
Motes of like ice. Ice
Um,
something.
you
Elemental
put
energy.
just elemental
Okay.
energy, but notate that it is from the ice elemental
The frozen sentinel.
as you help out.
So,
You said I recognized that the Kritsar were not acting of their own volition.
Yes, people that were up front in the fight with a passive perception of 15 or higher would have noted that they, when you strike creatures, you see that inherent reflex of being hit by something. It's unavoidable. And also the recovery time. Theirs was muted in terms of being hit and was faster in terms of getting back up, even when the damage seemed near grievous.
If I can, I would search the bodies to see if there's any kind of like
No, that's you.
magical object that I think might be able to be used to control them, or I mean, it might just be something else she's done. But
Okay.
if there's some kind of item, so that we know maybe we can pull it off of them in
Sure.
the future.
Okay, so we'll do 2 rolls on this. Make an investigation check first. We'll see if we make a second one based off this.
Nope. That's a 2.
2. You know, you're looking around. You don't really find a lot to work with, so you're kind of at a loss as to what could have caused this,
Alright.
or what the source is, rather.
Right. Hag magic.
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 As one do.
You don't by any chance have it written down how many hit points I'm supposed to be missing from max, do you?
I don't know.
Okay. So I know what I was at, like, with the reduced hit points. Like, I know what my max was, but I don't remember what my base was.
Oh, gotcha.
Although, I just remembered I'm using a test character, so I'm just going to look at the other one.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
94.
So, anything else?
Can we look for some more plants?
I'm frozen. I
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Sure.
Hey, Druid. You want to help me look for some plants? Hey, Druid. Let's find some plants.
Is Druidcraft?
I'm inspiring you with bard magic.
So if you'd like to make a nature or survival check, either one would be fine.
Survive. Make it 2. Survive.
You have a D6 if you need it. Because I was saying hey, Druid to you, which is TM now.
Okay. Man. It would have been really cool if I had this
that's a
spell when we
7.
were in a town.
Plus, oh wait, 7 plus, so 12.
12 total. Okay. So while going around through the forest, you're looking around, and one thing you note is that though there are plenty of in forests normally you find plenty of kind of that undergrowth brush as well as plants and flowering objects. They're less common here. You're able to find some plants and flowers and that kind of thing. But the ones you find in particular is known as Elland Scrub. And you find 4, you're able to like kind of harvest 4 stems of it.
Okay. I know what that stuff is.
In addition, you also find a couple pieces of mandrake root,
Okay.
which you note more often grows in caves. Is that the screen? Okay,
Just go
strange.
black for a moment.
All right. Yeah, you find that as well, which more often grows in caves, but due to some of the kind of the low light area that you found within some of the kind of undergrowth and root structures of some of the more exposed trees, you're able to find some of that too.
None of the ones we're looking for, though. That's okay.
And,
We'll
wait,
sell
weren't we looking for mandrake?
them. No. We are looking for twilight wormwood, general blue and green herbs, blackleaf rose, and wisp stems.
I thought someone.
I think he had misspoke when you first told us the list and had mandrake on it instead of
Wisp stems.
wisp stems.
Yeah.
Yep.
The stuff that someone wanted back in town.
Correct.
Yay.
Yes.
How
Ren
much
has
mandrake root did he find?
2 pieces.
Two?
Two roots.
Two
Yeah.
roots.
What else did you find? Elland?
Ellen
Ellen.
Scrubs.
Scrub.
How many of those?
4.
Ellen from Mistborn is a scrub, so I support that name.
Ah, nice. Never played it.
It's a book.
Or that.
I've read the first one, and I agree with you. It is a scrub.
He's a scrub.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So you kind of go around the ruins of Troheim, Fort Troheim, and you're able to kind of recover some of these pieces of flora, but as the day kind of draws on and some of these creatures are looked over, there's kind of less and less to do. So
Is the giant beetle? It's not magical anyway, is it?
In what way?
As in, harvesting parts of it could be used to maybe create items.
Looking it over, I'll say this freely. You don't see that the creature has any sort of necessarily magical elements to it, but you know that its carapace is thick and strong, so it could be used to create some sort of natural armor.
Okay. Alright. I mean,
You want some help harvesting?
yeah, we can harvest some of the shell.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Do I get advantage because he is heal thing?
Yeah. Unless you wanted to roll too. It's up to you guys.
Oh no, I am terrible at that.
Okay.
That's why I just help.
Never mind. I was gonna say, are you proficient in survival as a skill?
I am.
Well, I know you are. Sorry, I was wondering more about Vidir.
No.
I don't know that you actually could help then. But are either of your party mates
Proficient in
survival?
I'm half proficient.
I am not.
Okay, I'd allow the help then from Rin.
I will help.
Okay. Do I need to re-roll or just...
Nah, you're fine.
I'm playing a John T. scavenging team.
Let me rephrase that. Can I reroll?
No.
Okay. 12.
Okay. You're able to get one good piece off of it. That's from its back that you're like, hey, this could make a shield on its own. But the other pieces, you kind of pry them off, they crack, and you're like, okay, that's just chuck it aside and then start again.
Get some meat from it.
We loosened it up
Yeah,
too much.
you're able to get some of the Goliath beetle meat, which has a particular juicy kind of state to it. Has a
Slimy. Yeah,
pungent spell.
satisfying.
Yeah, exactly. Good reference.
If Rimworld taught me anything, colonists don't like to eat bug meat.
Who doesn't?
In Rimworld.
Oh.
All right, so as it gets closer to the afternoon, Rainier, you wake up from your rest, fully rested.
Good morning, sunshine. The world says hello. You ready to kick some haggis?
What?
Not to be confused with haggis.
I see what
Hag ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, where'd she go?
Yeah, as
I
you
don't
look
know, where
around,
did she go?
no remains. As you look around, no remains.
She didn't leave the body, she just kind of disappeared, which is usually sus when we fight things, so.
As I recall, Dorgirin smashed her face in, and she just sort of disappeared under the hammer.
Yeah.
Did I feel?
Is she in your hammer now?
I mean, so did I feel
Is this thing on?
whatever was killed go away from me, or did I just feel it stop right then?
From your okay,
Get out, baby.
so you're asking because you had marked the creature.
Yes.
And did the contagion?
I don't want to
I don't think his weapon
It's I want to say contagion, but I know it's not the right.
say. I don't know. Hold on. Contagion, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because at that point you know where the creature is, if it is on the same material plane as, or the same plane of
Yeah.
existence.
I always know the direction of it.
Right. So, as that form vanished, you lost.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Did it drop anything? Or did
It did
just
not.
Everything on it just poof out. of
Everything
existence?
vanished.
Okay.
Because I would assume I would still know where the body was, right? Like if I had marked a body or marked a creature and it died, then I would still know where its body is because that's still the creature, right?
Correct.
Sure, she has a
So,
large supply
if-
of that.
She might.
This is an interesting kind of dilemma with this
She's very
particular effect. Is that it is a creature, but what you were fighting effectively as you kind of. You know what? Let's do this. Make an intelligence check with advantage, because
Just straight intelligence.
Why would you have advantage, Chris?
Well, if it's just intelligence, that doesn't get the Payfinder.
Oh, then Arcana.
Okay. You were just trying to think of one that has it.
No, I wasn't actually, because I don't know if that is or not.
Arcana would be Payfinder Undead.
Okay, well there you go.
He said the word.
That's an 18.
18. So, as you kind of retrace your mind through some of the research you've done, there are certain creatures that, when visiting from the astral plane, have the ability of creating spectral duplicates of themselves. Even those potentially even on the same material plane as yourself could create such a duplicate and just have it operate in its stead. And whilst such duplicate exists, while it is technically a creature in of itself, it has no constituted form.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Effectively
but it's not
ethereal.
It's not like traditional duplicate where we would have to roll to see which one we hit.
Not like that, no.
Okay.
Unless maybe they were in the same
I was just
spot.
trying to see if there was something.
Right.
We got duped by a dupe. Is that what?
So, yeah, well, let's go. We gotta go actually kill her now. That was just a stupid duplicate she sent at us.
What's
Or
that?
shadow. Still waking up.
How are we gonna know it's the real her, though?
We'll just kill them all. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Doing a stabby stab on her?
It was probably fun for you to do the stabby stab. It was not fun for me to get frozen.
It was cathartic up until it wasn't her.
That's fair.
Fair.
Yeah. Understandable.
You
Are
weren't
we-
even awake when, wait, were you awake when I killed her? Or,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was you killing the ice thing that froze everyone.
Yeah, that was the final. That was literally the final blow.
I meant like on the hag too.
Well, yeah, because that was before freezing.
Well, I thought you went down at some point.
Well, that's not. We don't need.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, that did happen. Right. Forgot about that.
He got knocked down.
Yeah,
But
he
To
got
get
up again.
We're never gonna keep him down.
I mean, we do let you follow it down at least once every fight, so you know. I feel like that's within your allotted.
Yeah.
It's like your Faith Fiend or Undead trait. Both of them.
Are you sure you don't have narcolepsy or
Okay.
something?
We need down up counters for sure.
I'm more upset that I can't apparently get Slasher as well as Piercer. It won't let me.
What?
For
It won't
feats.
let you add
You should
them
be able to.
both?
It's not on the list. I'm very sad.
Wait, is it called Smasher?
Slash.
Oh, I thought you said Smasher. I was like,
What is?
There is.
yeah, Rainier, Smasher. Smoking.
I mean, I can get Savage
Smash.
Attacker.
Slash, smash, slash, smash.
It's the slash
Slasher
ringing.
Smash, yeah.
I'll be enough smash.
Hash bringing.
This was a great video. Alright, anyway. So,
Slash piercing slasher.
Yeah, he'll be like, stab, stab. Oddly enough, smash. Anywho. So we have two options, really, at this point. We can go back into the woods, and kind of try to follow the buggy trail, or we can go into the tunnel, which is less joyful, and take our chances there. So there's really two paths we could take from here.
What was the first one?
The woods,
as above or so below.
yes.
Like trying to find an alternate
So,
entrance somewhere.
We're just gonna wander aimlessly around big, dark, scary woods.
Well, we would follow what I'm assuming would be some kind of trail that the ants that marched in left. They go 2 by 2.
Hurrah.
I was literally, I was like playing like several things in my head.
Good job, everyone.
You're saying that the tunnelway does not spark joy.
Not for me, no, because that's terrifying and a big thing came out of that hole, so.
Not very secret tunnel.
Yep.
No.
You gotta throw in a reference now. Come on.
Somebody had done some reading on the Kritsar, right?
Yeah, because I can speak it.
Secret.
There's no writing, is there?
Of what?
I don't know, Kritsar? Or...
As a language?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, here. There's nothing written anywhere that I would see.
Nobody's found any writings.
Okay.
Did you look?
Nope.
Is there a sign above the tunnel that says enter here?
It did open up your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So 73 plus 5 is 70. Yeah. 74 plus 5 is 79.
No sign above the tunnel, no.
Darn.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're pretty confident that the tunnel goes to the Kritsar hive, right?
I mean, an underground species that digs in hives
Right.
probably has tunnels going down.
Right. So
It's probably a
that's.
way.
I feel like that. Yeah. Right. But like that's a almost certain way to get there. She'll know we're coming that way if we go that way.
I think she's gonna know if we're coming regardless.
That's yeah.
If she hasn't figured out that we're not gonna stop, then she deserves to die because she's just really dumb.
I just think she deserves to die regardless.
Well, I know, but like, I mean, insult to injury, you know. Compounding returns on that.
So, it's really weird. After that fight, I feel like I keep getting knocked down and almost dying and not, and I'm just really lucky.
He's so
took
confident.
luck?
He's like, I'm basically a
God.
god.
I'm gonna make you pay for that.
I can still change it. I thought that was really a good tie-in.
I hate that feat so much.
I'm tempted to
Why
take
didn't
luck,
you tell me that?
but only because I roll so badly that it won't matter anyway.
I don't know. I feel like it could be used well. Liam
Can I just
did a good
promise not to
job
use it
with
on you?
As Vex.
Sure.
It was annoying for him.
That's probably
but he
for your
found a way.
for your benefit too.
I only get 3. Chill. Is it long or short rest?
All I have to say is that Matt's bullshit with that for campaign 1 infuriated me as a DM. Don't get me wrong, totally fair, totally legal, but
I
like,
think it's every DM.
stop ruining my fun.
I think it's every DM. Matt,
Yeah.
Matt,
Oh, for
Matt
sure.
Got pretty frustrated with Liam sometimes
Yeah.
too. But he made him pay for it. So.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just
I will
nat
lose.
20. Yes. Did you?
Did you though?
I'll start doing those rolls on my creatures then.
He'll use only the Scanlan die, and no one wants that.
Why does every creature we fight have luck of its own? Why is
Yeah,
every
how does
creature
that-
we fighting a
I thought that
halfling
was-
now?
I thought that was a player skill that only they had.
Every creature is a halfling.
Yeah.
Why is the bad guy now from that halfling town?
It's at least part halfling. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
What you didn't know was this giant insect queen is actually part halfling.
yeah. Or the hag has been breeding them to be part halfling. Like, she's
Yeah.
pulled that trait out. Like,
Selective breeding.
yeah.
Alright. My vote is to go down the big scary hole.
I will
Sames.
go with whatever the majority rolls. If we need a tiebreaker, I'll vote then.
I mean, I vote tunnel.
2 for
Because-
tunnel.
Because
Dork eater in?
Sure.
Tunnel or woods?
Tunnel sounds good.
I mean, it's a known commodity. I don't want to get lost in some stupid woods.
tunnels are commodities
Tunnels
now?
are commodities. Yeah.
Dude, I
You
want to start dealing
only
in
can
tunnels.
go one way in a tunnel for, I guess, most parts. So
Okay.
I want to start dealing in tunnels.
We can always retreat.
Yeah.
It's only one way to go.
I mean, you can't
One way
retreat if
back.
you're dead.
unless,
so.
never mind. So
Tunnel is definitely the right decision, is what you're telling us right now.
You won't at
It
all
will definitely
collapse it
not.
behind
Right,
us.
I was just about to say that.
why would I do such a terrible thing? So as the party decides to go down the tunnel,
Yeah. Sure do.
Feeling strong conviction in their choice.
I will pop up my lights.
Oh, why? Why do you need lights?
Not everybody has dark vision, right?
I have dark.
Oh,
Dark vision. Is it
I
just
do.
tunnel.
Dork eater?
Just you two.
And I have it.
Oh,
It is
oh, right,
very
you have
dark
your
down
tattoo.
here. Like, hang on, I'm gonna
I
need to turn
like
that
it
up.
though.
Should I leave it like this? You guys okay with this? It's very like
You're
I can
like,
barely
you've got,
see
like,
your faces.
creepy, spooky DM face too because of the
Yeah.
lighting. I like it.
I don't. Okay. Hang on.
Tell us a
just
scary
little.
story, John.
Just a little.
Well,
There.
we're about to go into a Kritzar tunnel. I'm sure that's gonna be.
I
plenty
feel-
cheerful.
Plenty scary.
I feel a bit better like this. I can still be spooky scary.
Yeah.
So, as the party descends into the tunnel. So, let me go ahead and throw up a rough map. That's the wrong prompt. There we go.
I would like to say that Tony said at the beginning of this it was unlikely that we would have combat this session.
Depending on our decisions.
So now I'm just like, charge into the
I know,
tunnel.
that's kind of how I
Kick
am.
down
I'm like,
the
you've got
door.
two options, let's go.
Kick down the door.
Combat's always a choice, the right one and the wrong one.
Right.
True.
And
Well, you know what?
only in hindsight do we know the answer.
Let's just get a general marching order on the table, if you don't mind, for the way in which you walk.
Pretty
So
much gonna-
who's actually? You know what? Don't worry about the miniatures. Who's in front?
Lord.
No.
Lord and
No, I'm
Rainier.
okay with you.
I'm
okay
pretty
with
much
you.
not going to allow anyone in front of me
That's
because
fine.
I want to be there first.
Do you want lights?
The Moonstone Guard marches 2 by 2.
Hurrah.
Hurrah. So we have Ward and Rainier.
Okay.
I guess you can keep you in the middle because you don't have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have lights.
My hammer goes off light.
You see?
Well, why would,
You're
why
just
would
a-
we want to use light if we don't have to?
Here's the beacon.
Yeah.
We're in a
Beacons are
tunnel.
lit.
There's only one way for us to come from.
But if we can come down the tunnel quietly, why do we have to announce ourselves with light?
We already did, based on, like, the battle.
We don't know how far down the stuff is. Maybe they didn't hear.
Okay, if you want to sneak, that's fine. We're walking, by the way.
Yeah,
And
of
I'm
course.
either snuffing out my lights or keeping them up, one of the two.
Just grabbing
Yeah.
where they are.
I mean-
It's a strobe at this point. Like,
Yeah.
We just walked into that fort and she knew we were there, so
I don't think
I think it doesn't matter where we, if we have light or not. Now, granted, she probably has a way of knowing where we are, and they don't.
Well, and didn't you say that you being Rainier, I'm pointing at him in the dark, didn't you say something about they, like, see or hear via vibrations, so unless we step lightly, they're gonna feel us.
I'm pretty sure she also told us that she was scrying on us, and she was mad at you for having the opal.
So now she's been spying on one of you instead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's been changing.
Basically what Barker did. I'm getting real tired of people watching us, like, we're not that interesting.
She's also watching you.
I hope you're watching right now.
She's also watching you when you're doing everything.
She sees you when you're doing.
Well,
I'll
on
hang,
some
I'll
prize
hang
number
towards the
twos
back.
since we've
Okay.
met her, so.
All right. So the party as it moves along, down and through the tunnel. Begin descending down, and so who's in? So it's Rainier. You're up front.
Yeah.
So as you lead everyone through, do you have any light source, or are you just going off your dark vision?
I'm just, well, it's my dark vision.
Okay. Now,
Because, I mean, I'm not putting a right out right now.
right. Okay. So Rin, I know that you mentioned you had the dancing lights up and everything.
Unless someone tells me no, and then I'll put them.
No.
Okay. They are now off.
Okay. So,
So Dirkiran is holding on to Rainier.
Hmm.
His tail.
Okay. As
Not recommend that.
Well, he's behind you, so.
Rainier, as you carefully creep forward, you see what looks like a naturally carved tunnel. Having gone through a few now at this point, actually. Going through the volcano, through the areas beneath Pharaoh Fall, you recognize the signs of a naturally occurring cave system versus one that is created through, mechanical means, effectively human means. This one, yes, this one walks kind of the path between, where, though,
Sneaking up on us.
You made a new friend.
don't know what it was. Okay. I literally can't see the screen while I'm sitting, so
Oh,
I put the ice sentinel
the
behind us.
frozen sentinel behind us.
okay, appropriate. So,
Oh!
as you're walking forward, you see these roughly hewn surfaces, and you recognize this is a tunnel that has been bored through by some sort of creature. But it isn't the rough-hewn workings of tools, but more the naturally occurring ones that exist within nature. And as you continue downward, and as it kind of weaves and spirals and just moves through the earth, you sometimes see this like rough rock-hewn surfaces where the tunnels had to diverge off one path or another. But you also still see that formerly viscous, now hard resin-like filament that lines the surfaces as if to kind of reinforce and give strength to it. As the tunnel continues winding and weaving, you eventually see that kind of open up into a larger section, some probably 20 by 20 cavernous area.
Is it just a big open area or room?
Yes.
Or is the door on the opposite side?
As you look forward, you see that there are a few tunnels to choose from. One to your left, one to your right, one upward.
Oh boy.
Upward. It was daytime when we left, right?
It was, yes.
Is there any light coming from the tunnel up?
You don't see any.
Turn around. So you said there's one left, right, up.
Yep.
So we're at a T. We can go left, we can go right, or magically we can go up.
That's not
No,
a
you're
T.
not allowed to go searching the tunnel up, but it's gone badly before.
Want to. Actually,
In a volcano, she
that
calls
didn't
it
go
avalanche.
badly for me. That went badly for you because you decided to stay and then wouldn't sit still. So, I'm just saying.
No, it's not.
In the volcano? Yeah. I went up.
I don't know.
You and I
Somehow
went
there
up.
was a landslide.
Yes, those of us that were
That was
affected
their
by
fault.
those of us that were affected by gravity suffered the consequences.
True.
You know.
how far did we go before we got to this?
If you had to guess, you're probably walking a solid like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
One singular tunnel until that point. No
Does
real offshoots that you could see.
One of the directions smell better or worse?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or
A waft in the air.
I was gonna kind of look for a difference in like if there's any wind or
19.
breeze.
Yes, actually. As you, I would assume, probably on your broom, waft from the tunnel that comes upward, has a bit more fresh air to it. The others smell more stale and almost not like the faint hints of mold.
Of what?
Mold.
Mold. Up smells fresh, so I'm guessing that leads out. Left and right kind of smell moldy, so dealer's choice.
Is there any? Does this cavern have the like usual covering? The excreted covering?
Uh,
The orange stuff?
The orange stuff.
right, the resin. As you look
That's
around,
the word.
yeah, around the sides of it, yes. Now this area does appear to be almost reinforced with it. Not unlike the cave, although the cave is more like kind of best to describe it, like a woven filament to reinforce it, as you would almost like a lattice, whereas this seems more applied to the outer edges.
Do either one of the tunnels have a difference in like the amount in them?
Make an investigation check or perception.
Dirty 20 on investigation.
So, as you look through both of them, you see that one of the tunnels go off to your left is, I'm thinking about it in my head from the way you guys are traversing. The tunnel itself is a little wider and does have a bit more resin applied to it. But not noticeably in the difference, but just like you'd have to look specifically to find it.
When Anubis
Mhm.
told us about how she was captured and brought to the hive, did she mention that there was like a cell or some kind of containment area, or was it just in the hive?
She did mention that. So, make an intelligence check to see if you can recall the specifics.
Oh wait, intelligence, that's at the top. Yep, 17.
17?
Plus 0.
Okay. It's a good roll, though. So, from what you can recall, she had mentioned that she was brought within a large cave opening. And that there was a cell that she was placed in. There was a doorway, but it was a thin resin-like film that formed a door. One that was able to actually be manipulated.
That's right. Like, yep. Okay, I remember that now. But not like a typical metal cell. It was more like a.
Correct. Like naturally occurring substances in closure.
Right.
I mean, the one on the left's a little bigger. It's got some more stuff in it. If that means anything.
Bigger's better. Let's go.
Do I remember anything from the other hag's lair? Things that like feel like every hag's lair would have in it, like books.
I mean, looking around, you're in what looks almost like just a crossroads for the space that you're in right now. What are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. I'm trying to remember the old hag's lair so that if I cast, locate object, it can locate the nearest item of a of that type. So like, if there's something that I can think of that hag had, then probably this one did.
Thank you.
In her lair, it might blip for me.
Okay.
A
What?
direction.
What object are you? So this is going to be probably a shot in the dark. But what kind of object are you thinking of then?
Yeah, I know it was going to be a shot in the dark. I was just trying to remember. There wasn't like books is the only thing that can come to mind for me that she had. I mean, she had like jars and stuff too. But yeah, sure, book. I'll look for a book.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, because it won't scry anything that's in the bag of holding, so. Or it wouldn't find it if it's in the bag of holding, because it's just this plane, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. Book.
Okay. So as you cast locate object, what's the range on the spell?
1,000 feet.
Okay. As you cast the spell and quickly sense outward. 1,000 feet, huh? Hang on. You do not get any sort of ping.
Worth a try.
So the tunnel going up, we're pretty sure that leads out, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to start maybe marking our path back somehow? If we have a way to do that. Does anybody have chalk or anything? I might have chalk.
The caster has chalk? What? No.
Maybe,
I mean, I have
don't know.
charcoal, but I think that's the opposite of what we want to do. That would just blend in.
How about this? I'd try to carve a V. Just like a V pointing where we're coming in from as we go into the tunnel. Like pointing to where we came from.
Okay. Sure.
Do I need to roll a hit? assume.
No.
V for.
Very much that way.
Oh.
Wait, if it's pointing in the direction, is it just an arrow at that point?
There's no third line. It's just a V.
Right, but
Yeah.
still.
That's just an arrow V.
Okay.
Consonant V's.
Right. It's a constant. Would no majesty if it came up and bit him in the face. ADC. Okay. So.
We're taking lefty. Anybody have objections to lefty?
And there's no tracks on the ground because it's hard, right?
We need to ask about tracks. Are there any tracks on the ground because it's hard?
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Survival check, please. From whoever wants to make
Hey,
one.
Dorgirin, do you, if you
Yeah.
want some light, I can give you some light if you want to look for some tracks.
That was not good.
I have my hammer.
Okay,
Hold on.
you want to look for some tracks?
Survival is 13.
Okay.
Unless.
And then Dorhiran, if you want to, you unsheath your hammer and then look around.
Oh, baby, that's a 19 on the die.
Oof.
Hello, baby, your scribble.
24.
24.
Nice!
So, as you look around for tracks, you see, there are actually a good, healthy number of them within this area. Many of them do, as one would expect, proceed from the direction in which you came. However, you do see that there are several more that came from the tunnel to the left.
Good choice on the left hand.
Confirmation.
One thing of note as well,
There's always a but.
there is that you do see some that came from
Up.
top side too.
Okay. But not to the right.
You find them, but the tracks are long since passed in terms of their freshness.
They've passed their expiration.
Yeah.
So it makes sense how they didn't come up the tunnel if they came from up.
They come in. And
They
then
go up and then
down.
they're in the woods and they come from there.
Makes sense.
The biggest ones you find, though, did come from the left.
Okay.
I'm really glad that I thought of magic before, basic survival check first. Like, it's fine.
To the left we
Good
go.
job, Dorgirin. High five. And I missed because it's dark.
Well, Maul was unsheathed, to be fair.
Yeah.
Weird question. Do we expect there to be a dragon down here somewhere?
Yes.
Down here? As
I don't
opposed to
know.
just in the forest
No,
somewhere?
I don't know.
Expect and want, two different
Says who?
things. Willing into existence, maybe.
Yeah. I'm definitely manifesting dragon.
Okay. So you want to fight Rochelle and a dragon at the
No,
same
I
time?
wanna
What
fight
could go
Rochelle,
wrong?
and I wanna make a dragon submit.
Fair. Okay.
We need it to live.
Okay.
Do not kill the dragon.
Do not kill the
You wanna
dragons.
fight a dragon.
Like, sheepishly look at my sword.
Or you're pretty great with animals. Maybe you can talk it into being.
Because it will fuck it up
Oh, you will
quick.
slay it.
Cherry kill state or something.
Does it double damage or something like that? Or do more? It hurts.
It's 3d6 extra.
No, I'm not anticipating there to be a dragon just based on the way that Rochelle
That would
acts.
tickle.
I don't think that there's a dragon in her hive, but maybe somewhere in the woods.
All right.
If it's in her hive, I don't think it's willing.
The lower
Unless it's
chambers are
really
for the most dangerous creatures, say my notes from our conversation with Anubius.
Yeah.
So I would consider a dragon a most dangerous creature, I think.
What? No, they're innocent. Clearly can't hurt anybody.
Depends on the dragon, but yeah.
Anyway, to the left we go.
Okay.
I will carve consonant V's.
As you continue along. Okay.
I'll carve them like every so
I
often.
was gonna say maybe just at every like intersection or something.
Consonant V's!
Someone turns around and you're like, I'm not done yet!
Prince just behind you going, Revelio!
So, as you continue moving along down the tunnel to the left, which would be eastward in your current trajectory.
I have keen mind, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Do you actually have keen mind?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
We're
I did
manifesting
click on
today,
it, so
Tony.
it's like,
You know what? Keen mind, totally fine with. Like, keeping track, like the honestly, I prefer Key Mind over Lucky any day of the week. Because it's just, I know everything that's been heard in the past month, which is like, great, you're the wealth of information now. But anyway, getting back to it. So, as you continue down the tunnel to the left, you walk for another 15, 45 minutes, an hour. As, assuming the marching order stays the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Frozen giant in the back.
Gotcha. Right. You come across another kind of one of these crossways with the same layout as the one you had before.
Well, a left, a right, and an up.
Mm-hmm. Could I have Rainier and whoever's in the middle? Can't quite see the marching order.
One of you two.
Make perception checks. So, okay. Probable. What's perception? This is wisdom. Okay, that won't change.
As we've
'Cause I'm
been
still
walking,
trying-
have we been going downward or no?
There's been a steady slope downward, yes. But not as much as you've had in some caves where it, like, you know, rapidly descends as like a mine or something. This is more steady slope. But steady.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
11.
Okay. So, with both your rolls, Durgan, you know, you kept the path and everything, and you're able to detect that, yes, there are two options outward. One that actually leads north, and one that leads, as best as you can tell, probably more of a almost directionally south, like truly opposite points where you come across as a almost like forming a T with one that goes up. Rainier, as you walk forward and kind of keep an eye and ear out, you don't hear a lot of activity to the north. You hear the very faint chitterings of what sounded like those same crits are that you heard once before to your south. But as you look up, you not only see that there looks like there was a pathway that led up, but it has now been sealed by resin.
Does it look freshish?
It looks hardened, so you can't quite tell because you're not really too familiar with the aging process. But if you were to investigate more, you might be able to get a better idea about it.
And how high is the ceiling?
This thing's about another 15, 20 feet.
Okay. So I mean, as we're getting to the room, I'm just gonna. I'm real intense in this. Slow everyone and just. You guys want to deal with some bugs? Do you really want to use a spell that big this early?
I mean, yes, but no.
Yes, always yes.
The only opportunity.
It's on me.
Get off it.
That's on me.
None of
Set my
you are
expectations
in,
too low. That's on me.
in the pile of enemies.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a rare moment
so
for me.
down that hallway, I'm hearing some bugs, faintly.
Find door number 1.
Faintly. The other way, and there's just more door. So do we think bugs lead to more bugs lead to bad bitch's body?
Or do we think bugs lead to bug barracks and then we turn around and come back?
Also yes, and then they're not behind us.
Fair point.
There's an. It looks like it's another hole up, but it's just been capped, which is weird.
Oh, well, how do we go up?
So wait, is there like ruin or remains or debris from like a path upward, like in the middle of the room?
There's not debris like in the center of it or anything. You do see what looks like a path that led upward, but then there's that.
Oh, so like the path is still there.
Can I climb
Yes.
the wall?
It's rough, but with a sufficient athletics check, yes.
Why wouldn't we just go up the path to the blocked doorway?
There's no path.
I thought you said it was still there.
Oh, it's there. There's a
It's up.
there's a tunnel.
Oh,
There's no like.
That's a wall.
okay. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that there was,
Sorry.
because it's like a tunnel in the middle of the ceiling.
Right.
That's what I'm imagining. And I thought you were saying there was a path to it, but then
No.
it's been blocked off. But,
Sorry, what I mean is that there is a tunnel that leads directly upward, and that has been blocked off.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Look, another one of those, but this one's blocked off.
I'm going to use one of the charges on my ball to cast light up at the top of it where like the resin is capped,
Okay.
so I can see it.
What is your reach directly up? Because that's with that hammer.
True.
Should be about 10.5 feet.
Also, the description for my hammer says that I have 6 charges, but it only shows 2.
I'll fix that.
But anyway, so I'm going to use one of the charges. Maybe if it'll let me. There it goes.
I think light you have to cast on an object. I think.
Do it?
Or no, that's right. Sorry, you can cast it just on as an orb or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does this keep disappearing?
Oh no, it is one object.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess maybe not then. Oh. Anyways, I'm gonna climb that wall.
Okay. So, an athletics check, please.
Ugh, that's disgusting. 14.
14. Yeah, as you begin to kind of just basically just hold on to what it's kind of like a dome-ish like area. You realize that you don't have enough purchase to be able to really get around at the side of it. You just kind of like you're stuck, kind of rounding that kind of curve before you see that you're not able to really get up there easily.
Is there maybe like something I can like from where I'm hanging at right now, where I can like jump up to and like grab hold?
No, not particularly.
But I want to climb. The broom can barely support me anyways.
Can't you giant spider?
That's true, I could. Since
Or, you know, any kind of spider, I guess.
yeah. I was gonna like, yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that because my other what I was planning on doing was like climbing up there and see if I could push through or use my horns to like puncture it. But giant spider, I guess, would work.
You also don't have to have your maul transform with you.
Yeah.
You could carry it.
I mean, I wouldn't really need the light from it when I'm in a giant spider form.
No. But provided you can wield the maul in your giant spider form.
I can?
Only giant spider form, though, not regular spider, right?
True.
We talked
Absolutely.
about this, didn't we?
Yes. But that is something to keep in mind. That you choose the option as to whether to transform with the objects you carry or not.
I didn't think a giant spider would be able to hold on to the maul and use it.
I do also really love the idea though of like a tiny spider, and you just see
Yeah,
this
just like that
ball,
commercial.
like, just going,
I would say with his mandibles, you might be able to grab a hold of it and wield it with some efficacy.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
basically Ant-Man.
Just no bites then at that point, otherwise you're going to drop that stuff.
Jesus!
What are 2 legs?
I would say with a tarantula form probably, but giant spider I'd imagine more spindly. Probably don't have the strength. I don't know, what's the strength of giant spider?
14.
Okay, that probably is nothing.
We should really just keep talking about the anatomy of spiders.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
really loving this.
Oh, right, yeah.
You could just shoot some web on the ends of your 2 front ones.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Just stick them.
Yeah.
Just use the glue method.
And with the 15, I would say, or 14, I would say so, yeah. So,
Yeah, I'll wild shape into a giant spider and climb
Okay.
up the wall. Maul in spidery hands.
okay.
And then I'm gonna start prodding at the resin up there.
Okay. So, when you say prodding,
I'm gonna just like first like see if I can like kind of like push through it.
okay. It is a very hard surface when you strike against it, so not unlike a very hard plastic, where you push against it, and it's got form to it.
Okay.
It has a rigidity and solidity to it.
Alright. And
Fuck myself.
like if I touch it, do I hit? It's not like web sense, right?
Correct.
I don't
It's
sense anything 'cause
it is not.
It's not web.
right.
I'm very interested in this hole in the ceiling.
They kept it off for a reason.
They turned it into a floor.
What if they're living up there? And
Yeah.
If you just break it, they'll all
They
fall.
just
They
fall
all
down.
fall through.
Ring around the room.
I'm gonna hit it with the hammer and try and see if I can chip it.
I would
or
love it if
something.
it's a door
Okay.
and it just
Go ahead and
opens.
make an attack roll.
Easter colored? Is it one of those trapdoor spiders like in was it Australia?
Let's not.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so you gotta hit it up. So you just
25.
25. Oh yeah, for sure.
broke their door.
There's a button on the side, guys.
It's got hinges.
It's motion controlled.
Turns out it's an elevator. Comes down and crushes us.
10.
Okay. So as you strike this, thick resin that is blocked off of this path, you break through it with your maul. As it shatters upward, you see these tiny bits then just fall back
Okay.
onto the ground beneath you, and you feel this kind of rush of air. As you look upward, you see it. Yeah, sure enough, a tunnel that continues upward.
Okay. Can I see to the end of it?
I don't think your dark vision extends that far. You're down quite a bit of ways.
Dark vision.
Okay.
Can you
Worth.
move it? Someone make it go away.
I'll delete it.
I didn't see what it was.
It was a
It's
spider.
still there.
Okay.
It's a trap
Still on
spider.
yours.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
That was a pretty bad one, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, dark vision is 6.
Yiders.
Okay. So yeah, as you look upward, yeah, your vision eventually ends before you can see the top.
Okay. I'm gonna keep climbing up a little bit.
Okay. How far do you go?
Until I see something.
Okay. So
And the spider's gone.
yeah. As you as
Ren
the
is
party then
summoning.
sees Dorgirin crack through this resin kind of cap, the spider then crawls through, and Dorgirin, you begin going upward.
Does it close after him?
No.
It's gone.
And it's just like a
Broken.
full, it's just like a straight tunnel going straight up.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you yell at
There's
me
like
for
no
going
offshoots or
rogue?
anything.
No. As you continue going
Big
upward,
boy.
Literally.
you go up another 20, 30, 40, 50 feet before you eventually see another cap.
Okay. Alright. Do I hear anything like on the other side of this cap?
Kind of listen through, and you, using your kind of extra spider senses, don't pick up anything.
Okay. Would blind sight go through the cap?
It would actually, yes.
Okay. I think it's
Which-
only like 10 feet of blind sight, but if I'm like,
That's enough, though. Yeah.
yeah.
You don't feel anything.
Okay. I'm going to attack this cap too.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
You're pretty good with your maul. So yeah, you break through the next one,
I did not mind link with him before he went. Just so
and as you
guys know.
continue going upward, you eventually find yourself at the base of the root structure of a tree.
Okay. Anything around it? Am I outside in the forest, or is it just like the underground where the roots are?
You're underground, but you can imagine that you're probably not terribly far from the surface at this point.
Okay.
You're in what looks like another tunnel that kind of like wraps through, that has been bored out.
Okay. Anything up here that I can see?
Do you go surface side or no?
No, just like looking around in this tunnel, like, not too far from the hole though.
Looking around, no, you don't find
No,
anything.
no footprints, no tracks.
Nope. In fact, looking around, you don't find any tracks, ancient or otherwise. If there were any, they've likely eroded now at this point.
Okay. Alright, go back down, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And eventually, after probably like 10 minutes, you eventually see the giant spider come back through, wielding the maul. I blast it. Yeah.
And then I will
The spider killed Dorkir.
You bastard!
It took his maul too.
I shift back, I guess.
Okay.
And I relay what I found to
Okay.
everybody.
You found an exit.
I did.
A way out. Good to know. Are we just gonna assume that all up shafts lead out then?
With a thorough investigation, I believe we can.
I was gonna say it seems to be
A theme.
This whole time, can I have been
But
keeping
the
an
first one
eye out down
was
the
not
tunnel with the
capped
skitterings?
off.
Hang on.
No, but it did smell like fresh air.
It's probably like they removed the caps to leave.
Oh.
And because they didn't come back, they didn't reseal it.
Seal it.
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
Why didn't they
So
come
we're
back?
at a T, right? Left or right?
And
Hey,
So, well, Rainier had a thing he was going to mention.
I was
yeah.
just going to
Okay.
be keeping an eye on the direction of the skittering noises.
Okay, sure.
Because, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Did break a cap. Did bust a cap up in
who
there.
did? Did they change it all? Man who
Perception
hears
check.
things.
I was like, did they? I have no idea.
Okay.
8.
Yeah, I mean, they sound ever present. Although you do note that there's not a huge amount of them, as far as you can tell. Like, you've heard them at this point in combat where they've, definitely kind of communicated with one another, but it doesn't seem like there's probably too many.
Can I realized that wasn't a great one, but the first one was.
Right.
Do I have a sense of how far down the tunnel they are?
They're not close. This does appear to be more of echoing than anything else.
That way then?
Yeah, they're not. It's probably still another little trek. Maybe another room like this. Be my guess.
Do you want to scout ahead with the two of us and everybody hang back and kind of like follow a little bit back?
Shady shit.
Like we keep moving forward, but slowly.
Keep moving forward, but we are farther ahead and we are
That is
doing shady shit.
So how many seconds head start do you want us to give you?
minute, 2 minutes, 5,
A
30.
minute.
A minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Before we get in, sorry, I realize I'm derailing the group's decision here. Could I have who has the highest passive perception?
Now that's her.
Not me.
Mine is 18.
That one.
I believe.
That one.
Hold on.
Yes, 18.
Mine's 15.
Okay, that's
I'm
pretty
gonna go
good.
with that one.
Hold on.
What's Ward?
I got you.
I thought it was good, but I couldn't.
His is pretty high, but
Hold on. I got him pulled up right here. He is still 10, but his
Oh.
passive
maybe not.
passive perception is 16.
Okay.
Oh,
so still
okay.
you.
And then I am 15.
Okay, so Daruk then, could I have you make an actual perception check?
Yes. 14.
14. Okay. Continue along your path.
All right.
Hey, so obviously we're going to stealth ahead. It's just regular stealth, isn't it? A regular roll.
Yes.
Yes.
me.
So to mysterious.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Just you two, right?
Yes. You guys will follow after in a second.
By the way, Jake, you should see them all update shortly.
That is a 28.
Okay.
24.
Okay. So, as you both creep quietly through the tunnel, as they eventually start to walk off, everyone else in the party just kind of doesn't hear them, but they can see them just as they creep off into the distance. Pretty confident of your friends' abilities to maintain their quiet steps.
Are we even sure that they were with us at all?
Yeah,
At
right.
this point?
So, as you both continue down the tunnel southward, you move probably got a good solid 150 feet before you actually get to hear the echoing kind of shift into what is that sound of echoes into the actual source. As you move, continuing south, The tunnel has that same kind of composition that you've expected before. Roughly hewn surfaces worked into a reinforced resin-based lattice. As you see a very dim, glowing green light source off in the distance. The chittering no longer echoing, actually present in front of you.
Is there... Would I have any idea of what that green light source could be?
You could make a nature check. Not at advantage.
That's a flat 10 plus nature 13.
You're not entirely certain. Honestly, it could be light, could be some sort of bioluminescence. You're not certain.
So you're saying that, like, as we were coming across the tunnel, we heard the chittering was echoing, and then as we started to, like, come around, it changed from echoing to, like, it's present, like, we're no longer bouncing, and then it just stopped, and we see the green light now?
No, it's still present.
Okay. Sorry, I missed it. But now we see the green light. Okay.
Correct.
Just gonna whisper.
How far does your dark vision go? Still 120?
120.
Okay. So at the, probably as best you can guess, probably 100-foot space, the tunnel does end, and you can see that there are what look to be somewhere around the realm of like 4 to 5 of these Kritsar that you'd seen before, wielding spears, shooting back and forth to one another, and this almost kind of like this green, glowing source of light. It looks almost like a lantern, but it's on the ground and there's no visible flame effect coming from it. It's like lantern light, but it's pulsing, and it's coming from the ground, but you can't find the actual discernible source.
Are they? You said they're like cheering. Are they cheering around it? Like it's like at it?
As they're talking, as best as you can tell, they're talking to one another. Which you speak Kritsar, correct? Okay, so at this point you can actually hear their conversation. It's a little hard to make sense of, because you're not like particularly, you haven't spoken with them directly, but you can hear them speaking in the sense of,
I'm interested in this.
yeah. The Queen says we've been attacked. There are invaders in the north. We are to hold this. The hive is not far. We are the outer defense. We will hold it for the Queen. For the Queen.
For the Queen.
And can we get? You said there's 4 or 5.
Yep.
And they
It's
just keep
hard for
repeating
you to
that.
see. You can't, because it's beyond your dark vision at this point. But you can see there are between 4 and 5. As you can see, like what looks like probably like the head of one suspended from the ceiling at some point, talking to the others. You can then still hear them saying, "We must keep them away from the surface. Yes, the surface. Dangerous.
They would want to keep
Protect
us away from the surface.
Protect the front. Not far from here. Keep them away from it. The Queen has business. Not business. The Queen has works. She has plans. Things that must be done. We serve the Queen. The Queen.
The Queen is the Queen.
I'm gonna kind of turn and whisper to you in the most disappointed, annoying face possible. We need to keep one alive.
There's like 5 of them.
Yeah, but it's more so the fact that I can't kill them all. That's really what this is.
That's fair.
So
How long have they been listening?
These two?
Uh-huh.
Probably just a couple minutes.
Would we have caught up? Is that what you're
Yeah, I
getting
was
at?
like, what's going on, guys?
you guys didn't stealth.
I was
so
gonna
this
say,
is gonna
except
be-
we don't see them, so we probably just march right past.
That's
Oh,
true.
right, yeah. Bumping into, oh, excuse me.
Oh, excuse me, my bad. Oh! Amazing. Well, that rock really looks like veneer. It's weird.
Swear to God. I feel like we should hit them fast and hard and not let them escape. Apparently, though, they don't want us going to the surface.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Judging by the logic of their construction, there's going to be a tunnel that'll go up.
Isn't that where... Well, we'll figure that out later. That's why I want to keep one alive and find out more.
Okay. Do you want to wait for Ding Dong and Dungus?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. We'll wait for them to catch up for a second.
How hard were they to take out for you?
Not very.
I'm gonna not cut myself for this one.
That's fair. Do these ones look any different than the ones we saw on the surface?
Nope.
Alright. Are they here yet? Where are they at?
I will hang back just a little bit. I will like backtrack just a little bit
Okay.
to intercept them.
Gotcha.
Are you still stealth?
I
Yeah.
will make myself known.
Okay.
I will keep to a very corner and very low with my cloak.
Okay.
Just kind of keep pushing up.
Sure.
All right. So there's about 4 or 5 of them.
Ah!
I know it was for fun, not for reals, so.
I don't know. Would your character really do that?
If you were stealth and we didn't see you when we were coming up, yeah, you would absolutely scare Rin.
I would stop high. Okay. No, it's done.
Say
It's done.
Daru
It's done.
probably whirls around with his weapon out like.
Yeah, suddenly, just 7.5 foot Minotaur. Hey, what's up?
I think that would be terrifying.
It's true.
That's gonna be smart. I can roll to see if I hurt her, and I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So
You're so laser focused on killing now that you're like,
Well, you're like hyper listening. You're like, I
Yeah.
need new nuggets.
there's about 4 or 5 of them. Pretty sure they know we're here now, so we need to keep one alive.
We need one alive.
Yes.
Do we?
We need one alive.
Have any idea how the Kritsar hive mind works? Because Anyabius told us they were a hive mind.
Is it pheromones like
But-
bees?
You're not sure?
Okay.
Do they dance? Dances like bees?
No, they're chittering. The cat can understand it
Because
somehow.
they like those things from Fantastic Beasts. We just have to walk like this and we're good.
The cat
Oh,
can
do the
understand
spider
it.
dance.
Oh.
see, I'd put a GIF in there, but then it'll make her scream again.
Um,
Anyway, 4 or 5 of them, or there's 5 of them. Leave one alive.
yeah. I was just kind of worried that like if we kill 4 of them, that the rest will know somehow if they're a hive mind. But if they're talking to each other, then it can't work like that, right?
I mean,
Right?
So what I'm hearing
Well,
is
Calm me.
no fireball.
Correct.
Can you do a non-lethal fireball?
Yeah.
No.
Just gonna knock all of them out with this.
I want this to do bludgeoning fire damage.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure one'll survive.
What the cat said is that they already know that we're attacking. Like they've already been warned that they're being attacked.
Well, that makes sense.
All right.
But, all right, quietly as you can, I guess. Or
Don't sneak
not.
up on
Whatever.
people.
Let's just okay. I just turn around and I will go straight for them.
Okay, so we're gonna do this as theater of the mind because there are only like 4 or 5 of them, and there's 5 of you, so we know how this is gonna go. Yeah, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Plus, we've got the Frost
Can
Sentinel
I-
on our team now, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and this is a surprise round. So tell you what, we're just rolling for initiative on you guys. I'm not gonna even roll for them.
Do I get double initiative, like double advantage if it's a surprise round?
No, you don't.
So wait, so surprise? Do we roll advantage or
No,
no?
no, no.
Oh,
Surprise is
okay.
basically a condition that affects them.
Please.
So they, yeah. Sorry.
He just gets advantage on his.
Barbarians get advantage.
Yeah. So the crits are basically just don't get to react on their first round, which is going to be probably the death of 4 of them instantly, and then you guys get to talk to the other one. So, top of the order.
20 total for me.
Did anybody beat 20?
24.
No.
24.
Sad
Okay.
thing.
All right.
Fireball.
I was gonna say.
15.
15. Okay. So, Rin, you're up first. So yeah,
Cool.
you see this small cluster of Kritzar as you all run in. And they're about the center of what looks like it's slightly smaller. It's probably like a 15 by 15 little dome-ish shape. But you do note that there's only one exit upward.
Great. I would like to fly up so that I'm blocking the exit, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
will mind sliver the nearest one to
Okay.
me.
Nearest one to you would be the one that is on the ceiling.
Sure.
As you just see, it's like basically they have a spider climb-like effect where they can just walk on any surface.
Yeah.
So, you see the one hanging from the ceiling. You mind spiking.
Intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay. It fails.
Yeah.
I feel bad now.
I used a pretty soft one. Oops. 13 points of 13 points of psychic damage, and then subtract a d4 from the next saving throw it makes.
Okay. So as you
If
see
it makes one.
fair enough. So you see this creature, as it's just kind of flying, sitting there. You fly in and quickly release this psychic blast on its mind.
Crucio!
Yeah, as it, you see it retch a little bit. It's still hanging from the ceiling, standing effectively, but it does wince horribly in pain as you send it out.
Cool. And then as a bonus action, I will, I'm not gonna use the sorcery point for this. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'll do.
Okay.
I don't really have a bonus action spell that I want to do.
I believe Daruk was up next. If anybody did not beat a 20 for initiative, okay.
I'll say stand down or die. That's what I'll say. In common, which they probably don't speak.
Okay.
Are they all on the ceiling, or is it just the one?
One of them was on the ceiling, the other 4 are on the floor.
4 on the floor.
I'll toll the dead one on the floor.
Okay.
It's wisdom 15 wisdom saving throw.
Yep, fails.
Okay, so it takes 3d8 unless it's already taken damage somehow.
And it hit.
6 plus that's only 9.
Okay.
9 necrotic damage.
Gotcha. So as this tolling bell rings for this Kritzar, you see it react a bit, but it didn't really flinch all that much. Seemed like either maybe didn't do as much as you expected, or maybe some sort of resistance. You're not quite certain.
Yep, that's it for my turn.
Okay. So we got Rin Daruk. Who's up next?
And 15.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run towards them.
Okay.
Do any of them? Do they all look pretty much like identical? The same. There's no. Is there any? Do any of them look like they might be a bit different?
So as you begin running up, it's important to note actually that they do look identical. In fact, in the sense that you really can't tell the difference between any of them. They look truly identical.
Okay. So they're all pretty much just like the drone type of, like, thinking of ants. They're the drone ants. They're not the warrior ants sorts of things.
Best as you can tell.
Okay. I'm gonna try and grapple one of them.
Grab? Grapple?
Grapple, yeah.
Okay. Go for it. Attack roll. Which you would have not an advantage, right? Hang on. Surprise. I always forget this because like surprise round made a lot more sense to me than surprise the condition. Right, they just can't take an action. Okay. So yeah, not an advantage.
What am I using for it?
This would be strength. Basically an attack roll minus
So like an
damage.
unarmed strike,
Yeah.
essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a athletics check or something.
Correct.
Okay. 16.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you run up and You just grab one of them as you pick it up off the ground because you're much taller than it. These creatures are probably like maxing out at 4 feet. You just pick it up off the ground as it. You see its legs kind of kicking.
Oh, is that the pet?
Oh, I got one.
Got him.
So that's one attack. Anything else for your turn?
Can I like knock it out?
Would you want to make an attack roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Bonk.
Nat 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Are you going to kill or are you going to?
Oh, I have brutal critical now too.
It's true. Did you want to go for non-lethal or not?
I was gonna go non-lethal.
Okay.
You don't have to. There are 4 more. You want to
Well,
snap
we
an
need,
ant.
we need one alive, so I mean, if I can just
If we can take that out of the way, we can
capture
just.
this one and then we don't have to
Kill
worry about the
everything
others.
else. Yeah.
So a punch doesn't roll.
I mean, you could
So-
still use your maul on the other hand.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll do that.
I'd allow it.
So that's 3d6.
For
now.
this, I would allow it. Let's
So-
make, yeah.
So 3d6 instead of just 2.
Well, it's 2d6 that get doubled, and then the additional d6 just on top of it.
Okay. So the other one doesn't. The extra damage that doesn't get doubled.
Correct.
Okay.
So, okay. So, was that 2 that you rolled there?
No, just 2 right
Okay,
there.
perfect.
So that would be 14.
Total?
No, it's already doubled.
Ah, okay.
So they rolled a 5 and a 2 for 7.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Plus another 3 from brutal critical die. So 17.
Well, so it's 14, 17, plus strength.
Yeah, and then so plus 5 because I'm not raging. So,
Right. So 22?
so 14. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So as you pick up this one crit czar and just bonk, you see it like stunned. It's got a fraction of health left in it, like of consciousness in it left, but you hurt it real bad.
Okay.
Okay, that should be it, unless you want to use a bonus action to.
Oh. I can hit it with.
Are you going to kill it, or are you going to?
I can use the bonus action for the pommel strike.
It's true.
I'm gonna hit it non-lethally.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, so you
Nat 20
bonk.
again.
You see it. Okay.
How there is a point where unconscious becomes not conscious
It's now
at all.
brain dead.
It's 19. No, I'm not raging.
19
It's
hits.
fine.
You say as you already almost killed it with one attack.
No, I think he did. I think that's what Tony was saying. You
No,
did
no.
enough to fell it? No?
No, it was
okay.
it was still conscious.
Oh, okay.
It just hurt real bad.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's max damage.
Knock it
Okay.
out. Knock
So,
it out.
another 9 points.
Okay.
Of
Of non-lethal.
non-lethal bludgeoning.
Yeah, as you see it like kind of stunned a little bit, you quickly flip the pommel and just and you see it. And it's still alive. It's just you see it like completely knocked out.
It's knocked out. All right, we got the live one.
it's never gonna look straight again.
Yeah.
Is that really alive, or is that just? Are you puppeting it right
You see
now?
like both of the pupils in its insect eyes just.
He turns on and goes, "What? I'm alive."
Okay.
This counts, right?
I'm
Now
pretty.
then.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I had a 7.
So did I. Your dex is higher.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
You didn't say it didn't need to. You didn't say it couldn't have brain damage.
True.
You're not wrong. Just thought that was a given. I'm just gonna shake my head and just whatever the nearest one is, I'm just
Okay.
gonna stab it a bunch.
Fair enough.
Not even gonna.
Non-lethally, right?
No, we got that one. No, I'm gonna stab it in the face.
I mean, you're sure this one looks like it's pretty poor condition? Do we need to like take a sample size here?
I'm just gonna hit it and see what happens. Okay.
Our good one and our backup.
Yeah.
That's a 23.
Yep.
I almost said a line. I was like, I don't know. Shut the crap up this earlier. You don't care if it's frost or not.
I do.
10, 13, 5 is 18.
Okay, so need another attack. It's looking hurt, though.
Same roll.
Okay.
My God. 15, 20.
Okay, yeah. So you're up to the first one and just eviscerate it with your 2 attacks.
Said I was going to stab it.
You see it basically, it's like a, imagine, Ant-Man's form just gets completely trisected. Head, thorax, abdomen just whoosh, separated in one quick fell swoop.
Yeah, I did the bottom before I could do anything. I did the top. Even though it's a piercing weapon. But
Yeah.
You pierced through it so hard it fell apart.
yeah. There was one that you fucked with its head, wasn't there?
There's one on the ceiling that's damaged from her. There's one that he damaged with a Toll the Dead on the ground.
I'm going to go for that one, I guess, because it's probably the last one standing. I'm going to hit it with my...
There's,
more after
yeah,
that.
there's a couple more. But, yeah.
I'm offhanded. That's a 17 on the dice. I'm just assuming it hits.
Yep.
It's only a d6. Hey! That's 10.
Okay. It's hurt, but it is still standing. So, Vidir.
Oh, that smells so oniony.
One just ended instantly.
You're fine.
I will activate my sword,
Okay.
and I will attack the one that he just hit.
Right.
It's dirty 20.
Okay. Yep.
That's 9. 5, so 14.
Okay. Yep. That's enough for that one.
Oh,
So Rainier, yeah. So the bell tolls. Rainier runs up to stab it, and then you run over and dropped.
Then I'll go for the last one standing.
Minus the one on the ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last one on the ground.
Right.
That's a 24.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like fireball.
6. Plus 6, so 12.
12. Okay. When you run over and slash your greatsword against it, it gets hurt, but slowly kind of gets back up. You hear it chittering this language that you don't understand. Rainier, you hear it just yelling, warn the queen! Let's warn the queen!
Don't let them do anything dumb. Stop them.
But it's
And
not their
warning
turn
it.
yet because they were surprised. So, yep. Rin, you're up first.
Sweet. Okay. Got distracted by a really cool spell that I unlocked. I forgot that I had. I'm gonna go and hit the one that mine's still slivered with. Firebolt. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to do that. No.
Wait, what were you doing?
I was gonna hit it with a firebolt.
Oh.
But I rolled a 3, so
Oh.
12.
But
Well,
you meant
doesn't matter.
fireball?
I meant,
Right,
I
yeah.
meant fireball, really. So it's a dex save. I don't know
Right.
why I rolled.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll use a sorcery point and I will try to hit it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Does a 14 plus 9 do it this time?
Yes.
Cool.
14 plus 9 definitely does.
Cool, 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 cool,
This
cool.
is a 14 might have done it on its own.
I feel like they have some natural armor.
They do.
15 points of fire.
Cook us some
Okay.
land shrimp. Let's go.
To the
So-
one I had already hit.
Yep. As you saw it kind of grab its mind, and as it was retching from the attack before, the first firebolt fires right between its arms. Then you get, a little frustrated as you release a second one and it hits it right in the chest, in its thorax, as it then falls down and kind of clumps up on the ground. Just, what's the proper term? Contorting. Or, that's not the word. I don't remember. Collapsing in on itself.
Collapsing on itself, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing that bug thing.
Shrivels up. Thank you. Yeah, that's the word. All right. Anything else? Your turn.
Ew. I will continue to guard the door.
Okay. Daruk, you're up.
Are any of them left besides the
Yes.
unconscious one? There's one more?
Yep.
Toll the dead.
Okay.
Has it been hurt at all?
It has.
Oh, okay.
By
Then
Vidir.
definitely toll the dead. DC 15 wisdom save.
Oh,
Succeed?
it was a 17 and then boop to 3. So, no. It was a 17 on the dice and then just like rolled over under the 3.
Oh,
So-
So
okay.
failed it then.
So because it's
Yeah.
already been hurt, it takes 3d12 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
12.
And that's a cantrip.
I rolled all
Yep.
6s, so 18.
18?
No, you rolled
devil.
3 6s?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No.
It's
The
almost
sign
like
of the
there's.
beast.
It is a necrotic spell.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, right. It's
true.
necrotic damage, yeah.
So as you see this, as you can see the creature kind of react from it, it shudders a bit, but you feel like, based off of how strong that spell was, it probably should have been enough to do it, but it doesn't.
Resistant to necrotic.
Good to know. That's it for my turn.
The worst part about haste is it doesn't give another bonus action.
True.
It's
not.
like
You get one extra attack.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
so
you still get 2 extra attacks.
if I recall correctly, then Durgarin, you're up next.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna attack the one that's still standing.
Okay. Yeah.
You're like dragging it behind you.
Oh.
You're like, come here.
He doesn't have to drag it at all.
Yeah.
He's just like standing there like this, just.
Yeah. It all just like
over his
completely
shoulder,
limp in his
like-
Like
hands.
whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
It's 22 to hit.
Yeah. That'll be enough to hit.
I'm just gonna kind of say like, and you thought you were gonna stop us as he's just swinging down.
Wait, they said something about holding a line. Well, that's gone.
I'm gonna throw him a rope. Hold this line.
Okay, yep. So you Gallagher this and the crits are, and as you bring the maul down and everything, you know, you expect just to smash its skull, but the whole body collapses beneath the weight of your swing, and it just splats into what once was a crits are warrior, now just a smear on the floor.
You're very liberal with the term warrior.
Well,
I mean, en masse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Action economy is a thing.
Also, in terms of like, if you saw like measuring them up against goblins, they're stronger,
True.
Fair.
but you guys are stronger than them. So.
They got that whole like I have carapace thing going for them instead of like fleshy bits.
And resistances.
Also that.
So, but yeah. So anyway, as it is crushed beneath the weight of your maul, you now have an unconscious Kritsar just dangling in your one hand.
He's gonna be mad that we killed his friends.
What do we do with this one?
You just see it
Alright,
shaking.
who wants to waste a heal to bring it
Just
back
ragdoll
conscious?
entirely.
I will lay on hands it for.
For one.
Yeah.
I'll give it 2.
Oh, you're so generous.
Oh, you made Kritsars, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
They are really cool.
Thanks. I then found out that there is another creature called Formians that are the same thing.
Oh.
From 2nd edition, I think, or something. And I was like, son of a bitch. It's fine.
Still would have had to convert it to 5th edition.
True, because they haven't been yet, so. Yay! In that regard.
You did the
It
hard
still
work.
counts.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And might have different traits, so.
Yeah.
So, as the one Kritsar that you have suspended in your hand has 2 hit points restored to it, you see it kind of slowly come to as its eyes kind of like reset back to 1. Kind of. And you hear just chittering. But
I'm just gonna sit down in front and be like, "What's up, buddy?"
So you both get to hear both of them just chittering back and forth at each other. And Rainier, you find it is a hard language to vocalize, given that your anatomy doesn't normally allow for this kind of communication. But you do the best that you can, and it,
I mean, the first
It
thing I'll
makes
probably
sense.
ask: this language sucks. Common? Question mark.
only Kritsar.
Don't hurt your throat, man. Do you want me to talk to it in the mind so you don't have to keep doing that? It's really creepy.
No. Let him. It's fun.
All right.
No, because I can
Fair.
bop him on the nose when he does something I don't like.
Man, I
Remember,
wish there
he's
was some
almost-
kind of-
Kill him.
Yeah.
wish there was some kind of device that we could, save this moment for later and revisit it over and over and over.
In my mind's eye, I will.
Yeah.
Every day.
Must warn the queen. Must warn the queen.
Stop it! Why didn't you want us getting to the surface?
Dangerous up there. Many things.
What things? I'm gonna need you to talk.
Old runes. Magic.
Goody, magic runes up on the surface.
Oh, like we should get rid of them?
I
Magic
don't
runes?
know. He said it's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Dangerous for who?
Yeah.
Oh. Where is she? Where do we find the queen?
That's not what we told you to
Queen's
ask.
in the hive.
We don't know.
Which is where?
Down that way. It's not looking at a tunnel. It's just looking in a direction.
Can I torture this guy?
I don't want to waste a lot of healing. If you had to put a number on it, I'll give you 3 more hit points on it. That's it.
Not even. One more. You get one more hit point.
No.
What's up? Like, what's up there? What's dangerous up there?
He was saying that's
Yeah.
where the runes and stuff are.
Well, and
We need
dangerous
more than
to
just
who?
runes.
Like dangerous to us or dangerous to them?
He's a little peon thing.
Dangerous to us.
Wow, you heard that?
I don't speak their tongue, but I understand.
Oh. Oh, he can understand you. That's fun.
Oh, hi! Oh,
It's
I
dangerous to you, but not to
recognize
us.
disdain when I see it.
The things don't attack normals. It attacks us.
Things. What things? What things would attack them? But
The
not-
rocks and trees.
The rocks and trees attack?
Yes.
Do I know about ints?
Do you?
I don't know. Do I?
That is. Do ants exist in this world?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't try to kill them with fire, I know that much.
Okay, that is another story for another time. But then if we want to go find the queen, do we just keep going down this tunnel we came from? Or just keep moving?
No.
Then how do I get there?
The hive.
Oh my god. If he says she's in the hive one more time.
She's in the hive.
I think he's just baiting you at this point.
How does one get to the hive?
That's what I asked.
The entrance.
Which
How does
is
one-
where?
On the surface.
Oh, in the middle of all the runes?
No.
Past the
Farther south.
How do we find it on the surface?
Go south.
Have you relayed any of the rest of it to us?
I was gonna say. I mean,
Or are you answering him in common or Kurtzvar?
I would be trying to.
So, you just see me gripping it hard, like the sword tighter and tighter. So
You're asking open-ended questions, I feel like.
So he says the entrance to the hive is on the surface to the south.
Can you... Is it easy to find, or is it a hole in the ground?
Christian
Both.
DM, which direction did we come from?
You came from northward and you've been traveling south by southeast.
Even before we got to the fort? Because we were going north from the town, right?
You're going west. From
West, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
More south.
So
And,
we've been moving south since we got to the fort
yeah.
in the tunnel.
South by southeast would be the best directional
Okay.
way to describe the way you've been traveling.
So the
'Cause all
tunnels
the forest
don't
in
reach the
south is
hive?
Screwed up.
Not these, no.
Why do these tunnels exist?
Outer defenses.
Can you ask it if there's some kind of marker on the tunnel entrance? Well, is there? Tell me what he says, I guess.
I did. The fact that it's just to the south.
Yes, it's a large hive.
Above ground?
Yes. Large spires, you'll see them stretching into the sky. Our hive is glorious.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna slap him in the face.
Okay.
Wait, so the spires are above ground into the sky. Okay.
Oh, did you need something else from him?
Not anymore.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what did you want to ask him?
Doesn't matter anymore. He's dead,
I
Jim.
mean, it'll determine if we capture another one.
Can always use more information.
I didn't prepare speak with dead.
Or
We
should we
could
roll a
revivify
hit for
one
that?
of them.
No, you're fine.
I will firebolt all of the corpses so they do not get reanimated and come after us.
That's a good
Okay.
idea. That's a good idea.
Is there anything of interest in this room? Or what is the light thing? The lantern.
Oh.
Green light.
I forgot all about that.
Because
So-
it's coming from the ground. But we,
Correct. So there's kind of like this little thatch of like mossy grass growing into the center of it. As you look down, you find this tiny little worm that sits in the bottom of the plant matter.
I want
The
to put it in a
bioluminescent
vial.
worm.
I want to put it in a vial and take it with us.
Do I know anything about it? Like, do I recognize it? Like, is there... I want to gather information about it.
Okay. Make an intelligence nature check.
Nature?
Yep.
Is
Rin, how do you grab it and try and put it in a vial?
I would take the cork of the vial and I would like scoot it into the vial.
Can we...
Okay.
Let me look
don't
at
wanna
it before
touch
you
it.
touch it.
I wanna touch
Is it Fey Fiend? Like, legitimately, is it Fey Fiend or Undead?
Nope.
Mostly it's Fey.
Nope.
it. It's never that when you ask.
That one I thought was reasonable to ask.
A glowworm?
I don't know. What? Ooh, is that a... Oh, that's a 6. That's an 8.
8. Yeah, you're not sure what this is.
Oh, that's a weird glowworm.
I'm just gonna write glowworm.
Okay.
One glowworm in a vial.
Or
Does
glowworm?
it just keep glowing?
Yeah. You kind of scoot it into the vial and it kind of slowly moves in there.
I assume it would have been hard because he was not speaking common, but could we tell if he was acting under his own volition once we woke him back up and were talking to him?
I mean,
It's going to be hard for you to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just giving answers. It didn't seem like it was pre-recorded.
Right, but yeah, I guess if he was mind controlled, you would think he would not give us correct answers.
I don't know.
Or if
If
there was
we-
something compelling him to serve the queen or whatever.
well, from
we
what you
go-
relayed,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, from what you relayed, it sounded like he still wanted to warn the queen. Like he couldn't. Like
Yeah.
he needed to like leave somehow to warn the queen.
I should have asked how he wanted to warn the queen.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We'll capture another one.
That being said,
That's not
he-
how it
It's a
goes.
shame he's dead.
It is a shame. No?
I
It's a
could-
shame somebody just stabbed him in the face.
He lasted a lot longer than we all thought he was going
We
to.
could use a diamond to revive.
No. We could go to the surface and I could take you with your special eyes and fly up and see if we can see the spires from our current
Well,
location.
so
What
the thing
about
is,
the runes.
so listen, these tunnels are just dead end. Like they don't connect to the hive. The hive is some big above ground thingy to the south. Look, guess we can't miss it. So there's not any point in us being down here anymore, I don't think. And then, but I do want to check out the runes upstairs or on the surface because they're afraid of them and they're trees and rocks, and they do stuff.
The runes are trees and rocks?
He said like the trees and he's scared of the trees and rocks.
You said in what you found in your readings, you found that there was like ancient sentinels, like stone sentinels, in the woods.
So
Keep the desk yourself.
I think there was a prison involving the dragon somehow. I wonder if the sentinels are.
Are they guarding the
guards?
dragon vault?
Yeah.
I guess I could have asked if there was more stuff down here.
Could have asked a lot of things, but
Yeah.
you killed him.
You do kind of end negotiations and talks when you stab the guy in the face.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to talk with
And
a.
this is why we had talked about a backup.
Maybe I only put a hole in his cheek.
You said that you stabbed him in the face.
Cheek is a face.
Just saying.
No.
There
very
is
lethal.
no version of non-lethal stabbing when you go right for their face. I'll say that much.
I pierce his ear.
Yeah. True.
It's the closest I
Yeah.
think you can
I was just going for a nose piercing. That's all, guys. Like, it's sure I'm stabbing his face, but that's all.
You just want to give him a cool mandible ring.
Yeah. Right.
There was a guard of earth and element.
I was giving him a lobotomy.
To either keep something in or
Right.
out.
Just right up there. That's all you need.
Listen, I'm not gonna apologize. There's enough of them. We'll find another one.
So, who
So,
wants to
is
go
this room a
investigate
dead
the
end?
This
Bryn is.
look. His name was Frank, and he had a family.
Fuck Frank and his family.
Sure, his family were millions, but that doesn't matter.
They're not any less special because they're numerous.
Yeah.
When Rhaenyra said rods and plants, she immediately thought of the notes about there being guards around where the dragon's sanctuary or prison, depending on how you read it, was. So she's like slowly drifting up the tunnel, just like we're going up, right? We're going up.
Uh-huh.
We're going
So-
up.
Can you go up where
Yeah.
you
grab the broom.
you hit another one of those kind of resin
Mm-hmm.
caps?
So, I mean, is this room a dead end? Like,
Yes.
are there? Okay, so there's not. Okay.
I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. It's probably like a ring or like a semicircle kind of.
Logical.
They can just hide out in an ambush.
All right, let's. I mean, we can just go back to the previous room and go up the tunnel to
We're
the
not going up this
surface.
one?
There isn't one. You
Yeah,
said
there's.
it's a-
I'm going up it right now.
There's one in this
You
room.
have
as well.
encountered the cap right now.
I have.
No.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
I'm pulling out a dagger.
As you go to dagger it, I'll just Eldritch Blast it.
How far is she?
Ew!
How far up is she?
15 feet.
Can I jump and just grab the broom and pull it back down? Nope.
Sure. Make a grapple check.
I didn't pull you down when you went up the tunnel. Why are you harshing my vibe?
It's because she didn't follow spider etiquette.
Yeah.
Are you still a spider?
No.
Oh.
What would it be to jump up and grab that?
Grapple.
Athletics.
Grapple. You can reach her. I mean, you're gonna be able to jump up to reach her.
Yeah.
Just if you can get a hold of her.
Just trying to grab the broom and I'll pull it down. We
Sure.
all know what's going to happen if you go by yourself.
I would like to cast Mage Hand and just put it on Targaryen's face.
Is this a talk to the hand?
I'll allow it.
So is this like was this a melee attack?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a die at 20.
Okay. That should be enough to hit your armor class.
Mm-hmm. But what does my Mage Hand do? Nothing. It
How much
just distracts him.
disadvantage does that impose?
Yeah, none.
It just distracts him. Yeah.
It's just hilarious.
I
Yeah.
think it can lift like 10 pounds.
No.
Basically, just mage hand get in your way, but like you know where she's at, so you just grab the broom and just
I just grab the broom,
wave
Stop
her
it.
down.
pull it down.
Yeah, you don't even pull because you're going in the air.
Yeah,
but
it's
you're
just the
heavy
lights
enough
around
just to
bring it down.
just slowly start drifting downward.
It starts to do this motion. It's just like stop it.
We all know what's going to happen if you go off on your own.
I'm not going off on my own. I can't go anywhere. Well, technically I can because you just blasted it, but it looks like there's another one up there, so I can't get very far.
It's kind of resiny bits, and then yeah, as you blast it, shower down on you guys.
Want to see me do it again?
Yeah.
Do it again. You won't. You won't.
If I can see the other one, I'll blast the other one.
You cast another one, and another shattering, falling down.
Is there
Another-
one more?
Another of the shattering.
Is there one more, or were there just two?
The last one there was just two.
So how are we all gonna get out?
Well, I can take one up with me on the broom. The rest of you have to climb. Figure it out.
We're like, all right, let's go.
You jumped on my broom?
Yeah.
Let's go. You gotta kick him in the face so he lets go though.
Are they trying to like go up?
You tell me.
I'm just
What
like,
are you guys
I'm
doing?
just like sitting there holding on.
You're like curling.
Can I? I'm just gonna take my claws and just.
No.
No.
And are they like They're trying to like go up now.
While all this is happening, can I just try to like climb over them into the tunnel?
I just let go. So they like shoot up.
Now, So as you
I'm
quickly just,
here.
yep,
Now they gotta make like a
Tree and
athletics to
split.
hold on to it.
yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
So as you begin flying upward quite quickly, I'll say that given your ability and that you've worked with the broom for a little bit, we don't have to worry about you ricocheting off anything or anything like that. But as you do drift upward slowly, eventually, you do see that again there is a similar kind of like root structured tunnel that you come to near the surface.
You got
Where-
smallpox?
It gets a little rough to navigate.
I only have one more wild shape left. Can I climb this in Minotaur form?
You can make an athletics check, sure.
You can certainly try.
How high? How long was the tunnel?
Probably somewhere in the realm of like 100, 120 feet.
How much rope?
Do you feel like you could hop off and climb on the roots?
Oh yeah, that's not a problem.
23?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the first time when you were crawling up the wall, you realize like, okay, this isn't working out too well. This time, you don't look for purchase, you make purchase as you're just punching through and pulling yourself up. And eventually, once you get to the tunnel, it's a lot easier to navigate as you can kind of like arm's length crawl up the tunnel to be able to actually get up to the top.
Before you
Where
did that,
you eventually do meet up with everyone. As you're kind of
jump off
looking
the
for you.
Rainier will
into
get
it.
off the broom
Okay.
and climb up the roots.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm just gonna flatten and just be small and go like this.
Do I need to like boost the deer?
Yeah, I was gonna jump off of him into it.
Into what?
The tunnel.
Oh,
Okay, so make an athletics check at advantage. And then Daruk, if you wanted to do the same, because I'm assuming you'd also
Yeah.
need a hand up.
Yeah. I was gonna say I just watched them and then I turn around and walk back.
I'll be back later, guys.
17 on mine.
Okay.
I rolled a
Climb
nat
up and
20.
like, throw a rope.
Nice.
Okay.
You said with advantage, right?
Correct. Yeah. So
I go up and I like hold my hand out for him.
yeah, as you both kind of you're almost like the anchor for the daisy chain to like get everybody up into this tunnel system. But as you're all up there, it gets a little rough for you, the deer, but you're able to still kind of keep up with everyone. And while you realize like you're probably maxing out at where you can like make your way up, you're able to do so still.
It's like those obstacle courses where like they have to make the human ladder to like
Yeah.
get up and then they like help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, as you begin navigating upward, you slowly begin ascending up the tunnel. The other two that flew up, Rainier, you're out first. As you walk outward into this area,
kind of want to peek my head up first and.
it is nighttime, first of all.
Oh, it's
Our favorite time of day.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
16.
16. As you look outward, first, you do notice that it's night. But secondly, you look around and you actually see what looks more like a vibrant forest.
It's like real trees.
Yeah, one of the things you had noted before was that, yeah, the trees before, like, there was a good spattering of dead ones that had been around. Especially those with that kind of, like, resin pockets. You actually don't see any around. Not around your immediate vicinity.
This is a healthy forest. The bugs don't come here. Neat.
That tracks.
Are you getting out? Because I'm tired of staring at your butt.
I'm just gonna like flick my tail a little bit.
Oh god, stop on your tail. Dust everywhere.
Firebolt.
I just imagine like Wile E. Cody.
Yeah, little smoke trail. Yeah.
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 Oh.
So, as you slowly, kind of carefully climb out and look around,
I'm just gonna be like, we're not Kritsars, or part of the hive.
I was gonna say
It's like a whisper yell. You know what I mean?
the Kritsar said that they attacked them, but not normal people for some reason. Why
Yeah.
would they attack the Kritsar specifically?
Because they make those poison pockets in the resin and they kill everything.
Yeah, they kill the tree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That being said, if you have an
I pop
axe,
out.
maybe
So, yeah,
put the axe
right
away.
as you kind of come out to, you see the same. It's actually a lush, dense forest. It's kind of what you remember from, honestly, earlier on in your childhood.
Any markings on any of the trees?
Make a
rock.
perception check for that.
Or let's say, are we
Why are
seeing
there little V-shaped arrows? Involved?
Consonant V's. Consonant.
Why are they blinking this way? This way. You said perception.
Vidir, are you carving those consonant V's into the trees?
No,
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I don't have a death wish.
Perception, right?
Mhm.
17.
Just because
So
I
looking
have-
around,
I just
kind of surveying the area. Yeah, you see what looks like a dense, lush forest. The undergrowth is thick and full. The trees all healthy. Even the one that you came up from looks like it was probably abandoned. And yeah, this actually looks like a nice place for once.
I'm gonna start carving Smoking and Rainier in the tree.
Do you?
That's a bad idea. That
Just had
is
to ask.
such a bad idea.
But
You
yeah,
go to
around,
start a smack.
You can't find anything in terms of runes. What was the total again? 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So my next question
Yeah.
is,
That's. You don't see anything in terms of like some sort of runic carvings or anything like that.
And the Kritsar did say that the trees attack them, right? I'm not
and the rocks.
on the rocks. Are there any like signs of the trees getting up and moving around their bases anywhere?
I mean, well, it's dark, and I assume it's overgrowth, meaning there's not going to be a lot of light, is there?
New. And undergrowth. There's a dense, like, forest underbrush that's like just filled the area. Vines, roots, brushes. It's a thick haven of growth.
What do you say we just kind of hang out and wait till morning so we can see better? Because it's dark.
I'm gonna whisper yell down the tunnel to Dorgiran. Hey Dorgiran, I think there's some trees up here you could talk to.
Oh, we need to roll for Ward. He's been hanging out with you guys too.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to
He's
roll for his
also
athletics check?
heavy.
Somebody who's been rolling well. Okay.
No,
Don't do that.
just throwing heavy dice at my screen, that'll go well.
At advantage, of course, because Dorgiran's helping out.
I rolled a nat 20 and a 4, so like I'm kind of on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Do you want someone to roll for
no.
you?
Oh no!
Vidir, you rolled. What did you roll?
4 and a 3.
Okay.
He's
And
very heavy.
What,
Athletics.
well, that's an
11.
11.
He's very heavy.
Dorgiran as Ward sitting there at the end of the tunnel as you go to try and hoist him up. You start to pull him and you realize you never really realize exactly how heavy Ward is. He's got more weight on him than that stone you've been carrying around. Ultimately in the bag of holding, which is the only thing in that bag
We
of
left the
holding.
stone back at Ren's parents.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We gotta go back and get it at some point.
Right. So as you kind of like begin to try and hoist him up, you realize he is heavy.
How heavy is he?
Man.
Yes.
Just yes. You're not sure that you're able to actually help him out of this hole that he's effectively been dug into.
Can we like tie a rope around him and then help
Hoist him up.
Like all of us hoist him up.
Well, that
Well,
like
I
him,
could fly him out
him
if he's
using
less
his,
than 400 pounds.
him using his like athletics to try and climb, and then us like pulling him up with the rope.
Sure. In fact, actually, he does have some other abilities too.
Are we going to
Well, I can fly him out
pulley him up?
if
And
he's
what
less
about,
than 400 pounds.
Said he was heavier than the 500-pound egg.
Oh, I forgot how heavy that egg was.
Yeah, 'cause he's wearing plate and he has all of his equipment on him too,
And he's
Then-
metal.
and
And his-
he hit his own physicality. Yeah.
and Tonk
Yep.
would have to get.
So let me see.
I liked it better when we forgot he was there.
Fly Tonk out.
Oh, his encumbrance actually. So he's only carrying on himself an extra 170 pounds.
Oh,
Only.
Yeah. Not including himself or Tonks. So I'm gonna guess he's probably somewhere around like the
I mean,
600 marker.
Did you just firebolt Ward?
But he does have abilities that can probably help with this situation.
I was gonna say you have the flash of genius.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ability check or saving throw. Yeah.
of genius.
Okay, so, wait, what was the total then? I think it was
Amazing.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Bardic Inspiration help with ability checks? I think it does.
Yep.
Okay, then that would be enough.
Reward of genius.
So, as Dorgir, as you're kind of like holding him there, like, this isn't going to work. You hear Rin providing a bit of musical accompaniment down, echoing through this tunnel. And Ward has a bit of flash of brilliance to himself as Tonk knocks himself up with like that kind of roll ball attack that he's done once before. As then Ward grabs his tail, and then he also hoists himself into the tunnel, just barely able to catch the sides of it. And they all begin scooting up with you. You're able to scale the walls effortlessly, but he's able to finally make the difference and get up through the tunnel himself too. So he gets to the surface.
Okay.
Not without quite a bit of effort though.
You will find your way.
Yeah.
You can go the distance.
How do we go from Budweiser to that?
Well, because I don't know that song very well, so I know this one though.
Okay, so
So I could sing that one. Go the distance.
as Ward eventually makes it to the top too, you see him kind of look around. And then you see him kind of reach his hand out for a moment in this kind of puzzled expression as he tweaks a little bit again, and then collapses like a rag doll.
Well,
Insight?
Just completely down.
I guess we're resting here?
I don't think there's something. He's been having weird reactions to ancient objects, and I don't know what's going on, but they seem to short circuit him out. Something about these woods specifically.
You see Tonks kind of walk over to Ward and just nudge him a bit.
he dead?
Can you
Is
fix it?
he dead?
Tonks just looks at you all.
I feel for a pulse.
I check for worrying.
Yeah, does he look like he's sleeping? Do we need to fix him? Like, I don't know how to fix Ward.
Does it seem like the same like short circuit as last time?
Much greater effect. The short circuit scene before, he went almost in like an autopilot mode. This, he seems catatonic.
It only happened when he looked at it, right?
Cover his eyes.
Cover his eyes, you can't see.
Blindfold?
Well, I mean, I feel like we were gonna wait till the morning, right? So do we want to just
Right.
set up some kind of camp here and drag him to a safe spot? And
Drag him?
well, not drag, but you know, me and Dorgirin and Vadir. Between the three of us, we might be able to pick him up and move him. Maybe.
I could give you 10 pounds of help. I'll hold
Yeah.
his foot.
Yeah, we can do that. And then just
See, Tonk kind of tries to move underneath Ward.
Can you flip him over?
You have some Tonks, or
No, the boys.
Okay.
sure, let's flip him over.
All right,
it seems just like flat
I'll try to help.
on the ground.
Tonks?
Tonks then kind of tries to scoot underneath him again.
Flip him again?
Tonks shakes his
Oh,
head.
you're just trying to get him up?
Shakes his head again.
No. What do you need, buddy?
Tries to scoot underneath him again.
Can you lift him up so that Tonks can go underneath him? Boys?
Will that hurt Tonk?
I don't know. So, like, he was face down, and then we flipped him over to be on his back, and Tonks is still trying to get underneath him.
What if we sit him up?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sit him up.
As you do that, Tonks kind of like moves behind him and kind of scoops underneath him to actually have Ward unconscious, effectively, resting on Tonks' body. As Tonks then moves around and is able to effectively carry Ward on its back.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's get him to find a good tree.
Is this your purpose, Tonk?
So you just kind of look outward.
Oh. I guess find a good tree. Any of these trees feel good, Dorgirin?
I will push 3 points of healing to see if anything changes at all.
With Ward?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and put the healing into him. You don't really feel it take purchase. He doesn't appear to have any sort of physical damage to him.
He collapsed.
He done collapsed it. Oh. Catatonic. Find a
if
good
we
tree.
Find a good tree, we'll prop him up against it, and we'll make a camp. And then when we get him set up, I will try to cast Detect Magic on him, because I feel like I've done it in his present enough to know what his spark is supposed to look like. See if he's still home.
Good word usage.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check first.
Okay.
As you're looking around for like a good campground.
That's enough. 12.
And, you know, that could be an advantage or other people can look to.
Yeah, other people look too.
And or survival, I guess, because this would be kind of like adjacent to that.
Still 12.
Survival.
Yeah.
I can do survival. No. 8.
Okay. Kind of looking around. You're not really finding a good campground or, honestly, necessarily a really great place to, like, make camp. You kind of look around, the undergrowth is really strong, and you see these kind of, like, growths of plants just mounding over things. It's encouraging in the sense that this isn't all death in this forest, but there's not really a great spot to find.
We make our own roads then. I don't know. We pick a random tree so that we can prop.
Let's have
to it.
the other three.
Oh, okay.
Perception or survival check.
Well, they're the same. 15 for me.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Which one were you rolling?
I'm gonna go.
Perception. They're the
That's good.
same.
I was literally about
Yeah,
to say
mine are the
survival.
same.
22.
For
Survival.
survival. Okay. Both survival then?
Perception.
Perception.
I'll do perception.
Sorry, right, okay. So as you're trying to find a good campground, with perception, there's one thing you notice. The kind of mounds of this plant matter that have overgrown, actually, reverse that. With 22, you notice that the mounds of the plant growth that have kind of overtaken these places, you sense this kind of like pattern to it, which as you look around, you hadn't noticed it before, as it was, I mean, heavily obscured with the growth that had been occurring in the area. And with a perception check, you realize that there, underneath the growth, as you're kind of like searching around for any sort of spot, there are, as you now kind of really surveying the area, there's a certain geometry to this space. You get the sense that actually this once was an area of civilization. You find rudimentary pathways that have now been lost to time, almost completely overwashed, but as you kind of dig through some of the underbrush, you find stone cobbled pieces of what were long forgotten roads. And with survival, you see that the plants that have overtaken this area, they've done so for centuries, if not millennia. But you find the same. There was once civilization here. As you kind of begin to both piece these pieces together, you see that you're not terribly far from what you can tell looking around. Likely it was close to some sort of like town square. You see remnants of roads and the very faint holdings of what either were foundations and maybe even walls at one point that have just been probably cobbled or fallen, grown over. But looking at where the trees are, you can almost see it now at this point, where there's a building here, a building there, town square, maybe a few hundred feet from you.
This is weird. This is weird. I'm just gonna kind of look to the group. We're in the middle of an ancient abandoned city. I can start pointing out like the roads and stuff. So let's go get one of these foundations and just crash in a corner and use it as a little cover. Yeah? I want to see this in the daylight. This is weird right now.
Sure. That works for me.
I don't really know what else to do right now.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, we could do shady shit and go exploring.
Let's get set up first, then we can do shady shit.
I enjoy our shady shit moments. They never go terribly.
We never
So-
almost die immediately after one of those things happens.
We haven't died yet.
I said almost. Almost.
Horseshoes and hand grenades. I think they know what horseshoes is. I don't know about hand grenades.
Yeah.
I wonder if this
I
is
don't know.
that.
You guys have guns, so never mind.
The story knows the
Horseshoes and storing grenades.
Ooh, those little
Story nades?
beads. Those could be fireball grenades, incendiaries. There they are.
Yeah, true.
I wonder if this is that elvish civilization.
That would make sense. Because Ward went short-circuity when he got the barrel.
Does he not do well with
Oh, right.
elves?
I just think it's a very particular set of elves.
Is Ward
An elf?
racist?
I love the spectrum here. Is he an elf or is he racist?
There's no in between.
One or the other. It's gotta be one or the other.
What if he's both?
He just wakes up, yes, and then
Yeah.
bounces back.
I mean,
Yes.
he is Ward. Never mind. I was gonna.
Or could have been a creation of the elves. As apparently that was a rifle barrel.
I would like
That was
to
Sing.
go sit down next to wherever we sat Ward down. And in Elvish, I would like to say, wake up.
Okay.
Did it do anything?
So, as you mentioned, kind of one of the foundations or one of the forgotten ones that have been left behind. It's kind of a smaller depression in the area that has a bit of a level space to kind of make a camp. And as you whisper that in his ear, you see Tonks kind of look up and give you this nod. The ward does not stir.
I only know Sylvan. I don't know Elvish. Is Elvish Sylvan?
Not the same, but there are roots between the two, but not the same.
It's like the primal version of it.
They're like,
It's like
both-
English and Germanic, or yeah.
They're both Fey languages, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like Italian and Spanish,
Yeah.
because those are essentially the same language.
I'll just kind of, dude.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no reaction.
No.
Yeah.
No, I was in Sylvan. I was gonna say I'd bitch to the end of it.
What?
I'd bitch to like wake up bitch.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I don't think that works. Tonks responded to Elvish, though.
It's probably just taking time to figure it out inside the headspace. There's nothing physically wrong.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably
I'd
just-
still like to at least that'll check him out with magic.
Maybe he just needs a nap.
It is tired late.
Is tired late?
Sleepy, tired, sleep,
Nah.
tired.
So, as you make camp for the night, when are you guys doing shady shit? Who's watching what? What's going on?
In 2007.
People did shady shit.
People did shady shit. It's true. Yeah, what shady shit do you want to do?
I don't know. I figured we just could go exploring.
Just do a quick loop around the perimeter, like around our surrounding area?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Why you gotta ask questions?
It's your idea. I'm just along to help with my +1 perception.
You are.
Oh, you better believe I can deceive or persuade the shit out of anything else.
But you
I just
can't
won't
speak
see
out.
it. I'll never see it.
All right. Maybe I should have put these 2 points in wisdom instead of constitution. I mean, I was just gonna see what there is to see.
Okay.
I didn't think of anything in particular. Is there anything in particular we should be looking for? That you want me to look for since you won't notice it?
Probably like, trees that come alive, rocks that come alive,
See, I just kind of put that down as default.
corpses of the ants.
I feel like they'd be probably consumed immediately. Removing the plague from the...
Would the rocks eat the ants?
No, the trees might. Either way. Are we just gonna wander, or are we gonna do it sneakily?
Let's do it sneakily. If we're doing shady shit.
Not my best sneakily. 17.
17? Okay.
24.
Cool. Alright, right on. So, where do you go? You have a fairly dense-ish forest that you've both been able to get the rough idea of a layout of what probably was once a town here. Very loose, though, as it has been lost to time.
I would say or just kind of like a loose circle around, like where we're posted up for the night.
That was
Okay.
a good idea.
Just a perimeter, maybe I don't know, 200, maybe 300 feet out. Just do like a circle, and then come back.
From where you currently are?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
That was my thought process.
So as you go outward and start to kind of look around, you roll a stealth check, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As you creep through this overgrown forested area, having an idea of where at one point, town may have been, you start to kind of see these ledges and not necessarily cliffs, but sheer surfaces that likely made up at one point a foundation to a building before it had been lost, and then erosion took place and kind of reformed and kind of changed the surface of this immediate area. But as you continue moving along west and then southward, you find it once again kind of getting close to where you suspect the town center may have once been. And near the opposite side from where your camp had been set up, at that kind of 300-foot marker, you see this massive pile of stone with these vines overgrown through it, kind of setting itself aside. It's in a somewhat open area where the trees are kind of forming this vague circular formation around it. Spacing probably somewhere between every 20-30 feet. But in the center of an area, kind of a small clearing, you see this one massive mound of rocks and vines overgrown through it.
Stay away from that.
I'd already taken a step that way. Is that for the morning?
Neat. Oh. Okay.
Yep. That's don't touch. That's gonna. No.
Is this you walking up to touch or just staying in your space? And
Yeah, I'm being a smartass.
Okay.
Like,
You can take it on your own.
why you gotta be like that?
You want to poke the rock.
It's a rock. What's gonna happen? Can I chuck
And
a
yet
rock
when
at
we
it?
wanna
I know
poke
enough
the
about
goo,
ancient civilizations
You're not having
that
it.
scare an entire civilization of ant people.
But they said normals aren't affected. I'm normal.
Uh-huh. You know how to speak to rocks?
On whose spectrum?
speak
are you
giant.
normal?
I mean, it is giant rocks.
They
Not
do.
that kind of giant.
Let's probably save it for the morning and don't poke it. I'm just putting, 2 + 2 = stay away. So
Keep it
Cool,
to the
stay
cover.
away. Fine, then let's walk before I go touch the rock.
before the intrusive thoughts win, you can touch it in the morning.
There's that old idiom. Curiosity killed the tabaxi.
The rock elementals
Yeah.
crush the tabaxi.
I've used. I still have like 7 more lives. It's fine.
No, if we're keeping count, you have like 2. Alright, we'll just
Meet in the middle. 5.
proceed on.
okay.
Just noting.
What direction was that from where we started?
South.
That was south from where we started.
We're gonna have to pass it anyway.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Just keep it going.
Note it for the map.
Okay.
And for the overly curious ones.
So, did you make your way back to the camp?
Making our way back to camp.
Yep. You do find that the one good thing about staying in this area is that you don't have to worry about any sort of nearby invaders. So, you find your cohorts resting well, and you rotate the shift. So, anybody else want to research anything, or not research, but investigate anything
Yes.
during the rest? We'll kind of fast track this part.
I would like to cast Detect Magic on Ward and see if his spark pops like it normally does.
Okay. So,
Or
as you
not dispel magic. Sorry. Detect. I clicked the wrong button. I don't want to dispel his
Dispel his
magic.
life
That's
spell
bad.
his spark, yeah. Who knew it was that easy to kill Warforged? Just get out of here.
Be gone.
So as you cast Detect Magic on him, one thing you note is that Ward doesn't exactly exude a magical essence like most like constructs. I shouldn't say most. Like many constructs you've encountered before. It has like ambient magical energy to them. Ward exhibits something else. It's deeper than just magical enchantment or something like that. But you do still see that it's there. In addition to the magical items that he has on his person, everything's still there. But
And I'll just take a quick glance up while it's still up and see if there's any. We're not surrounded by magic that's just staring at us. are
Okay.
we?
Fair point, actually. Make hang on, I need to look at that. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Did I read angelic language again? Not good.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
No, because you went off doing
We're
whatever.
back.
No, he's back, yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, probably.
Add 4.
Add 4. Just add 4? Just 4?
Yes.
Is that a constant effect?
What? Oh, I have advantage on wisdom. What do I do with?
Oh, nice, yeah.
That's way worse.
Okay.
14?
14.
I also have advantage against being charmed or frightened. That makes
Yeah,
a difference.
yeah. Sure. That may not matter.
Okay.
But I appreciate the information. So what was the total?
14.
14. Okay. So as you cast Detect Magic, you kind of like sense around you and just send that out. Let me ask this: do you move anywhere?
No, I would have just stayed by Ward and just kind of looked up. Just like, anything popping?
Okay.
Yes, no? Okay, and back to Ward.
As you quickly glance around, you 30 feet,
A trapdoor spider.
and you. Okay, so yeah, as you look around, kind of surveying the area, you actually do get a faint hint of magic within the area. Abjuration specifically.
Just all around, or?
Nope, specific spots. One in particular, actually.
Okay.
There's a faint energy permeating the area, but that would be more evocation.
Okay.
But you do get one specific hit of abjuration.
Where is that?
Farther outside of the camp. Just about 30 feet from where you are.
Like, like south, north,
East.
east from us? I'm gonna nudge Vadir since he's close. I know he's close to me. Hey, there's some magic popping about 30 feet that way.
Do you want me to look at it?
I don't know.
You see Vadir with those, like, bags under his eyes starting to form.
I do have it. I do have it already active, or like I do have it prepared. So
What's that?
Can I detect magic? I have it prepared. I can cast it. That's
Right,
not
no, I
something-
got that.
Okay. Do you want me to look at it too?
Well, I don't know what it is, and I don't know. Should we go check it out? Hey, buddy. You rolled to go check it out, didn't you? Let's go poke it.
I think, Vadir, you're very sleepy.
Oh, was there someone else on the watch with me?
No.
No. Yep, I would have woken up Vadir then. Or should I wake someone else up?
Tell her to go back to bed.
Is it moving?
No. You could be watching.
Where is it?
Over there. About 30 feet that way.
Oh, this is gonna be so stupid. I'll cast detect magic as well, and look what she's try to find what she's looking at,
Okay.
and try to discern if I don't know, discern what I can, I guess.
Okay. Perception check, please. Or Arcana. I'd allow that too.
Okay, that's much better.
Okay.
Fuck.
Magical
11.
You feel that same kind of sense, but you're like, you're not sure where it's coming from.
Maybe it's like a magical lock or something.
I will watch it for a minute and see if it moves at all.
Okay. You kind of just get that vague sense. For about a minute, it doesn't change any location.
We'll check it out in the morning. Don't poke it.
Poke it.
I swear to God, between you and Rainier, don't poke it.
I won't poke it.
I'll go back to sleep.
I will leave it alone. You go back to sleep. And then I would like to try to mind link with Ward.
Okay.
And I will just say in Elvish, Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Language doesn't matter in the brain spaces. But I'm thinking Elvish accent in my brain.
Sure.
Ward, come back to us. Wake up. Wake up, Ward.
Can I have you make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
For war.
Forward. Uh-oh. Why do you do this to me? That's a natural one.
Natural 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you kind of reach into Ward's mind and try and pull him out of whatever fog he's been pulled into, you take 20 points of psychic damage.
Ow. Wait. I'm resistant to that, so 10.
10 points of psychic damage. As some sort of psionic feedback rocks through your mind, as if to say there's something not protecting you, but keeping you from wherever he is right now.
Don't touch it.
I'll look at Tom and say in Elvish, should I trust that?
You get no response from Tom. She just looks at you quizzically. This is before your rest, so you're gonna wake up with 10 hit points off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a reduction, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll leave him alone then. And if we wake up and he's still catatonic, then I'll work on it some more. And I'll just finish my watch. Keeping an eye on the east specifically.
Everything's fine. Do you mention to whoever's up next?
Yep.
Who's up next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Hey, Daruk. Not to worry you or anything, but so over there to the east, you see that tree? Just like a little bit to the right of it. I can't see.
I have
anything.
dark vision, so I can see it. I guess. I assume. Okay.
Well, like we can't see anything. There's nothing to see, right? I have dark vision too.
Yeah.
There's nothing there that we can see.
There's just more undergrowth next to a big tree.
Yeah, just more undergrowth next to a big tree. But there's a blip of abjuration magic over there. So like,
Is it like in the undergrowth, or is
I
it?
don't really know. I didn't get a good look at it, and Vizier told me not to go near it until the morning. So
So I can't go.
Yeah.
But
I like how it's
I
now
was gonna
my
say-
fault.
I was gonna say.
It's my fault that we
So-
did not touch it.
He told you not to go mess with it. Are you telling me not to go mess with
I
it?
mean,
or-
it would probably be the safer course to, if you do go mess with it, to take someone with you. So if you want to go, I'll walk over there with you. But
They anger something. I'm not waking up to fight it. That's on them.
this is the guy who knocked down a whole tree to hack open a.
That tree was dead.
And you went up, spider crawled up something that could have attacked us too.
Just scouting it.
Scouting, protection. Abjuration
We're gonna
is
scout
like,
this magic.
Yeah.
Magic dot.
It's like usually like shields and protection and stuff. So like maybe it's a door to a dragon. You're picking up one down.
The possibilities. Sometimes I wish Daruk's intelligence was 8 so that I could go along with these things.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
No touching.
Unleashing ancient evil.
I don't mind
Don't touch the
messing
rocks.
with it, but maybe let's mess with it in the morning when everybody's awake.
Yeah, that's probably the right call.
Don't let the cat touch the rocks.
Although watch,
Don't let-
in the morning it won't be
Don't let
awake.
the
It
weirdo
won't
touch
be there
the
anymore.
magic.
Remind me to prepare detect magic in the morning so that I can cast it as a ritual.
I think I had it as a freebie.
Does it have to be prepared to cast as ritual?
yes.
Oh, Oh, okay.
You guys have the spell prepared to be able to cast it as a ritual. Yeah.
I get one detect magic as a freebie from a feat I took. So, oh no, that's
Oh, nice.
identify. Never mind. No,
I don't
maybe
get to
it's
cast
detect
it as a
magic.
ritual. How about fucking cool?
So, Dorgarian, is there anything? Daruk, is there anything you want to do during your time? on watch?
Just
If you find something to not touch, that'd be great.
I was gonna say I'm trying not to touch as many things as I can possibly not touch.
Okay.
We're 2 for 2
Yeah.
on each watch.
What are you gonna find?
She mentioned a doorway to a dragon. So are there any signs of the existence of a dragon?
Dragon was here.
Right.
Do-
Giant claw marks on trees.
Don't
A
Tell you what.
lizard shape flying through the sky.
Yeah.
Anything.
You're like, oh, that dragon?
just a,
Um,
there's just a
that
sign
one.
that says
Yeah.
"Don't open evil" inside.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't even
Yeah,
open
right.
inside.
Please do not feed the dragons.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of consonant V's over there.
Yeah. All the majesty. Could you make a perception check for me, please?
I'm hoping it doesn't matter what I roll on this, but
This is something on the ground. that
This
says
is so
way to
absurd.
the
We
dragon.
can't find anything about this, right?
right,
Right?
right. 20 total.
You find with
Perfect.
no short of a modicum of certainty that there are no dragons in the area.
Okay. Okay, good. All right.
Nice. Nice.
Other than that, just watching for threats and the usual watch thing.
With the information you've been provided
Quick
before,
ones.
you are not surprised when you don't find any sort of Kritzar threat in the area. So, yeah, it's a respite of a night.
For once.
We've got drones in the air looking for dragon sign.
All right. Swapping over to Ward or the Dorgarian. Jesus Christ, my brain is broken.
Yeah, Ward's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Great watch by Ward for sure.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So,
All
so
static.
Ward didn't see
Dorgarian-
anything. You guys are fine.
Yeah.
Dorgarian, to warn you, Rin said that Vadir said that not to touch some kind of magic thing like 30 feet to the east of here.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
We suck.
Oh,
we
now you
suck
don't wanna touch
so
me.
bad at telephone.
Yeah.
There was some kind of magic thing, and that I'll point out, where she pointed me to. I guess Rin saw
Nobody
some kind
likes
of
to poke things. when it's
abjuration
my idea.
magic over there, and Vadir told her not to touch it. So I'm just relaying the message, I suppose.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it either. At least not, when people are sleeping.
Right, right.
Because we don't poke things when people are sleeping. We
Only when-
never do that.
But as soon as everyone's
Not
awake,
once have we ever done
Oh yeah,
We're
as soon
gonna
as we're
eat that
awake,
thing for
it's gonna get
breakfast.
stabbed. Yeah. It's gonna be interrogated, and then his face is gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
if it's still there.
Because
It gets 2 questions and then it dies.
Yes.
Are you magic? Yes.
That's what I thought. Stab.
Yeah.
How do we kill
So, anything you'd like to do during your watch?
I'm going to wild shape
Okay.
into a dire wolf.
Oh, all right.
You gonna howl at the moon?
Yeah.
Cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
Sienna know I'm still down here doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you forgot, I'm
Boosh.
still down here.
Also, I have advantage on perception rolls
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
when you're relying on hearing or smell.
Yeah, true. All right. So, as you are in your wolf form, go ahead and make a perception check.
God, when we get a dog.
$17.
15, yeah. You smell that dense undergrowth and everything, and it's actually a nice night. As eventually the sun rises and everything, see your friends eventually come to as well, and thankfully, and with a bit of relief, there is no Kritzar within the area that you can find.
Is Warwick?
Go to tavern.
Whoa.
She's-
Oh.
We're in a tavern now.
Yep. I figured tavern works for Dawn
Dawn.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, As the group wakes up in the
Blood
morning, sorry.
No, I'm just. It's a blood sun.
Oh yeah,
Very red.
it is very red. I should change that. Notes for me later on. So as the group wakes up and everyone is eventually waking in the morning, Ward still in a somewhat catatonic state. Somewhat. As in you see him kind of twitching a little bit. And you see him moving almost as though you would see someone moving as they're dreaming.
He what?
Moving as though they were dreaming.
So you want to give him the little...
Splash some water on him.
I'll say it in Elvish. Hey, Ward.
You see his eyes kind of... He stands up. Quite suddenly. Looks around.
Passed out again.
I'm sorry. I need a moment.
Should I think about
Stands fully. Just stands there.
Just don't look around. Okay, so we have two things to poke.
I get to poke the butt.
Oh, I guess I should prepare spells so that I can ritually cast detect magic so that you guys don't
I'll wait for you to cast. But Rin's like slowly just go, huh?
I know what spell I'm getting rid of for it, so give me one moment. But I will ritually cast Dispel Magic. Oh,
Detect?
That wasn't. Or sorry, yes, Detect Magic.
Okay.
I apologize.
We're breaking Ward
We
again.
keep doing
Yeah.
that.
Or you're dead. Again?
I just woke up. Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to
He
sleep.
hates these caves.
Go to sleep, 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 go to sleep.
So as you've been walking eastward after having cast ritually detect magic, you feel that pulse coming through stronger, and as you look through the undergrowth, you see a kind of blue-like aura emanating from beneath the leaves.
Beneath the leaves, you said? It's still there. It's beneath those leaves over there.
It's
I
kind
guess
of
I'll
like
go.
Do we
I'll
want to?
clear the
you can see it almost emanating from beneath like leaves and vines, just kind of like this thick mesh-like plant matter that's just overgrown, which it pretty much grows over almost all of the area.
Let's mage hand it.
Yeah. Mage hand the leaves
This
away.
was an area of civilization, right? So what if it's just like a normal magic item
Like just a
that was
door.
in the town or something?
It could be. We're gonna find out. Mage hand.
Okay.
Or the box with feet.
Oh, in the box. It followed us.
So you cast Mage Hand and kind of pull away some of the plant matter.
It's a body.
You find a small runic symbol carved onto stone.
Oh, the runes that the crits are were talking.
We found a rune. What does it mean?
Do I recognize the
I was, yeah.
Is it?
It escapes you. What language did you speak, though, while I'm at it?
I assume we're
I
all
see
there looking.
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Quarry, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Actually, in that case...
Actually.
Actually,
Actually.
Wisdom saving throw.
these look... yeah. These look like Elvish runes, specifically. More of the protection variety. And it looks like a... to give you kind of a idea, mental image. It's something akin to like a semicircular oval stone embedded into the ground that you can see that is actually like formed with some of what once likely was a path that you're at the edge of at this point. And it's a good 5x5 shape, so it's solid in terms of its size. But the rune itself is carved only into the dead center of it. And you recognize that, yeah, it reads somewhere between the translation of help, protection.
You guys want to try something? I would like to say help in Elvish.
Okay.
Did it do anything?
So, you say help.
Mm-hmm.
You say it outward and no effect.
No effect.
Yeah.
Speak friend and enter.
Yeah. He didn't do anything.
I see what it is.
I'll say protection in Elvish.
Say protection and no effect.
Well, the room needs help protection. Saying help and protection didn't do anything. So I don't know if this is just like a part of a larger protective barrier. But I don't know how to trigger it. Not that we'd want to trigger it, but...
What if it's just persistent? Like this area is just now protected by those runes. Like maybe there's more of them around in an area protecting it.
Mm-hmm. Like if something that it is designated to protect against comes in and something happens.
So speaking of something happening, we found a very large mass of rocks covered in vines that way. Since we have to go that way anyway, we can go and look it out. But I don't know if anybody can talk to rocks.
I did not prepare speak with rocks today.
Are these rocks animals?
If it speaks a language, I could talk to it, but I don't know if rocks have a language.
So,
Rock,
let's
rock, rock.
rumble, rumble.
Gravel,
Yep,
gravel.
there we go.
I mean, Daruk does speak rock, but
It's
very
time to
different.
Just don't make them roll.
Yep.
Now we know instructions.
Disadvantage.
If you want to go check those out, I'm sure we'll come across more of these protection marks, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah. So abjuration is used for like locks, you said, right?
Or
And,
protection, like
protective
shielding.
magic, yeah, shielding.
Yeah.
Just trying to think if there's
Nasty
anything
traps
else.
can banish dangerous enemies to other realms, negate harmful effects, versus magical barriers, shields.
You said something about it being the beginning of a path.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's probably more of these in a specific direction, or are they like? Detect magic lasts 10 minutes. Do I see any more?
Of those runes?
Yeah.
You do
Or
not.
just okay.
You think that evocation like magic that kind of almost permeates the air,
Okay.
but no other abjuration hit.
Okay.
I like spells that use abjuration are like all the wards or
Yeah,
alarm
yeah.
or sanctuary. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So you gonna take a look at a big pile of rocks,
Sure.
Let's go take a look at the rocks.
see if anything happens.
Let's let the cat poke the rocks. Thanks for letting me poke the glyph.
Like as soon as we say we're gonna go, you're already running for it.
Just I'm in the Peter
Pounce
Griffin
onto the-
shuffle.
So now, as you begin running towards that area, you once again find the clearing, approaching what looks like as you can now almost visualize the pathway that leads before you, kind of arcing towards the center of this large clearing. Eventually approach that point, and you find yourselves at the edge of this forested circle with a large clearing in the center, and a huge pile of rocks and plant growth in the center.
Neat.
So I'm gonna start.
Is
edging.
Ward with us, by the way? He following us?
Tonks is carrying Lord, or sorry, he's not carrying him anymore. Ward's kind of walking with you, but he's not all there right now.
Okay. I don't like.
Is there? I mean, taking a look around, is there anything that we really didn't notice from the night before that stands out as?
Make a perception check.
I knew it was coming. I just had to.
I appreciate you prompting it because it's important for
15.
players to ask and then me say. So
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
So with daylight in front of you and everything, looking around, you have a better idea of kind of this clearing, and it's probably a good. I'd say probably 120 feet circle.
Oh, that's not bad.
Provides the area. It's a decent space. It likely does look like what a town, like a kind of town center would be, kind of like a courtyard area almost. But looking around, you don't really see any sort of discernible features outside of that.
So the big pile
So
of
some
rocks
trees,
and
this, that. And yeah, amongst the big pile of rocks, you can see what looked like some vague, either tree trunks or some sort of like larger plant growths within it too. It's all entangled in that area though. It's hard to make any sort of sense out of any one particular object amongst it.
I'm gonna walk up towards it. There's no feelings or anything like coming from it. It's a big ball of rock and tree.
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
Is it like when you plunk a magnet down in a pile of lead, it just kind of all goes.
Not quite like that, no.
No.
But yeah, you see it's all kind of like intertwined and going together. So you said, what were you doing exactly?
I was gonna kind of walk up and look around it. I mean,
Okay.
explore it. Haven't quite touched it yet.
I touch it.
Not with a mage.
You have a
hand.
solid rock in front of you as you kind of touch against it.
It's a nice rock.
Is it your rock?
It's very sturdy.
Do we need to investigate further?
You fit so many rocks in this.
Magic.
Can't.
You wanna eyeball it?
I mean, like, legitimately, like, is there any?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like we're investigating this more than you would, like, reasonably do so. Like, is there really something there that'd be drawing attention, other than just it's a kind of big opening with like a rocky tree-like thing?
DM, are we being dumb? Should we just move on?
Kind of is what I was like. Like, it just turns out all along it was a stick.
If it's been more than 10 minutes since I cast it the first time, I'll ritually cast Detect Magic again if we want to stand here for 10 minutes while I do it.
I mean, you could just keep doing it while we look around.
Okay.
Okay. So, after about 10 minutes pass, so everyone kind of standing potentially near on or just touching this large kind of rock formation, Detect Magic eventually takes effect. And let me look at something really quick to make sure I'm getting the right school, because it would matter.
Necromancy.
Yeah, right.
We're back in what, Pharaohfall?
So, Daruk, as you finally release the spell and everything, you get a huge amount of transmutic energy coming from this pile before you.
I relay that to the group.
What does that mean? I don't do the
Transmutation magic suffuses everything in this mound.
It's like changing, obviously.
Yeah.
magics. I don't.
Like changing magic, like altering magic.
What's
Like turning gold to lead or.
that's alchemy and
That's magic.
fool's errand. Unless you can somehow remove an electron. Or is it add? Irrelevant. Okay, I don't. That means nothing. Well, I don't know. My Arcana is actually not bad.
What's that? Yeah, proficiency in that.
Well, and I don't know. I mean, hit it with a hammer.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm okay with hitting things with hammers.
Or, like, I don't. What would transmutation mean? I don't know. 'Cause I just realized it might be like a rock elemental. That might
You just
not
think
go
alive.
well.
Right.
It's kind of what my whole
Yeah.
why we didn't touch it thing was.
Spells under transmutation magic range from like control frames and druid magic to like shape water, expeditious retreat, feather fall. It's stuff that affects other things essentially.
Well, you're a druid, druidian.
Alter self.
How
I just-
big is this pile of rocks?
It's essentially
It's
the
probably like-
core is changing something.
Like a 15 by 15 square of just this mound.
I'm just
15 by
imagining.
15.
You know that episode of Archer where they're stuck in the elevator and he tells Ray to interface with it because he's a cyborg? That's what I'm imagining. I'm telling the druid to do. Interface.
I can use druidcraft on it.
Okay.
Just,
Where-
I'll give it some horns
Okay.
out of just some plants that I make grow on it.
Okay. A couple little thorny protrusions come out of it.
Yeah, look at that.
I don't know.
You feel good.
I mean, I could try
It's a Minotaur rock
some
now.
more Elvish commands and see if that affects it, like
You can dispel.
release or something.
Can you
Is
dispel
there
the magic?
anything written
try.
on it?
No, it doesn't cost me anything to say
Runes
something in
of any
Elvish.
kind?
I know, but I was thinking, can you dispel it?
You can make an investigation check
it's
for
a
that.
pretty big pile. I could try.
Dorgirin is looking for any sort of runes or any sort of like
Oh,
scribings on it.
It's an L1.
Oof.
Or a... Fuck.
that's
Yeah.
a rock pile. You know that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
got
here.
2 horns on it now.
You
Here,
put
Dorgirin.
horns
There's
on
no
it?
runes on this thing.
I gave it horns.
Does this area still seem like it's within like the city?
I think he was saying it was like a town center, right?
In the-
Oh, it is?
Like in a courtyard, the city square or something.
Could I also make a check for runes or like inscriptions,
Sure.
inscribulations?
He does usually allow 2 of us.
Investigation, Arcana.
To fail.
17 for. I mean, either they're the same plus.
Okay. I'll say investigation.
So is
So,
it 17 plus or is it 17 total?
17. They're both the same plus. Like I'm proficient in both, and they're both the same.
gotcha. So just kind of searching about this mound, looking for any sort of sign of anything interesting, because at this point it's just a big pile of rocks and
got a glow to
leaves
Full
with
of transmutation magic.
transmutation magic is permeating it. As you kind of like start to almost dig into it, you find this one kind of bluish gem at the very center of it.
It's the on button. Press it.
I will reach for the on button.
Okay. It's a little difficult as it is kind of wedged in between all of these
Oh, it's a
kind of
reset button.
bits of
There's
things.
system.
As you go to reach in for it, you're not really able to find a spot to get to it.
You need a stick to like press it because like
Can I mage hand it?
You want to mage hand it?
Would you like me to cantrip mage hand it?
Yes, I would like to mage hand it.
Okay.
What?
I said as a cantrip.
That's what.
mage hand is
It's
a
yours.
cantrip.
Yeah, mage
Yeah.
hand's a
Okay.
cantrip.
I didn't know if it cost you a spell slot.
No.
Being different magic uses.
So as you kind of like reach down in there with your mage hand and kind of have it flow through things, it grabs the gem,
Mm-hmm.
try and pull it, and
Just pull it out and see what it looks like.
you can't move it. It's currently kind of it's effectively kind of like woven amongst some of the plant matter. And you see it's embedded in kind of like a rock too. You just kind of reach up and try and pull it upward. It doesn't move.
I wonder if
Do you point it out?
Yes.
Does that gem seem to be like the source of the transmutation magic, or can I tell? Or
You just kind of climb up on the mound and like look inside. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
I tell the group.
So that's the core of what is more than likely a construct of rock and wood. And we did not piss it off yet.
Yeah. We're in some kind of courtyard. Do we think these people had like
This might be what
constructs and
keeps
magic
the.
statues or something?
This might be what keeps the bugs away.
I think
It's their version of
it's
off.
a good guess. I also think that the people that lived here may have had something to do with creating ward.
That would track. 'Cause it's all been Elvish, right?
Well, a lot of elvish things he's been reacting to. So
Does Ward have like Elvish writing on him or anything?
Well, we didn't piss it off, and it's not angry at us.
But yeah, I'm just a little confused because the crits are made it sound like it was, or even Anubius made it sound like it was like rock elementals, but this looks more like a construct. Like he was,
It might look like a rock elemental when it's up and
Yeah.
moving.
someone
So
who's never seen one
Right.
before.
I have a feeling it kind of comes to life like the giant thing of ice did. It takes form when it's activated, more than likely.
So what you're saying is we should try and activate it.
I mean, I wanted to make a friend, but probably not the best idea.
Who knows
I mean,
rock
I can
magic?
try and wake it up with some elvish if you want me to try. But it's up to you guys.
We can try briefly, but I feel like we've spent enough time on this already.
That's fair.
I mean, I don't know. Like someone would be like, "Hey, wake up!"
I'll say, hey, wake up in elvish. Nothing.
A reaction.
That's,
Wake up.
I say it in Orcish, but just because.
We just start
Reaction from the
throwing.
arch
You know,
The Tower of Babel
Oh,
of,
and
hey,
Druidic
wake
as
up.
well.
No reaction from the druidic either.
Chrissy,
You're saying,
wake
"Hey, wake
up."
up," right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no reaction.
Turn
And
on,
giant.
robot, turn on.
I'll say, awaken in elvish.
No reaction.
Arise, chicken.
Oh,
Chicken
right.
arise.
Chicken,
This is
chicken
super
arise.
ultra mega chicken.
Don't know that I want to know that reference.
It's not the
Aquatine.
same.
Oh.
Or
Nice chicken. Chicken that rises.
or Awaken by Death Clock. Which is
Oh, right, yeah.
Spill the blood.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Not ours.
I'm sure there's probably like an activation word, like everything magical.
All right. Do we want to
Say
keep?
password.
Protect.
Say password in Elf.
Protect.
Make an Arcana check.
Password 123.
Administrator, all lower caps.
I feel,
Or all lowercase.
I feel like this is
Password
Jeopardy
with
where
a
you
capital P.
21.
You realize there's something else that you need to do too. You feel like that one word isn't enough. But you're close.
I feel like that was
Like,
Jeopardy.
like I need another word, or like I need to do something. You said something else I need to do.
I don't want to give you any more than I already have.
Okay, okay. I'm close, guys. I'm close. I can turn it on somehow. Hold on.
We have to figure this out. We can't leave without figuring
No,
this out now.
that was a puzzle.
You're gonna,
Um,
you're gonna step back from this.
uh,
We could give it some time.
huh?
No, I'm just saying. Maybe give it some time to think on it.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know. 'Cause you said protect, but we have to do something.
Maybe there's an
Give it a
item we need or something.
Give it a shield. No.
I will touch it and say protect.
I need specifics.
Where do you touch the butt?
Where do I touch the butt?
Are you like channeling anything into it? Magic.
You're gonna
I
chant.
don't.
Protect. Protect.
You go boy when I meet all you go boy.
Yeah, I will put my hand as close. Well, I don't want it to bite my hand off. I will put it outside as close to the blue dot as I can get it, but I don't want to stick my hand inside in case it moves and rips my arm off. And
So was it for
I
defender?
will say protect in Elvish and like throw some psionic energy into it. Like, I don't think there's anything to connect to, but just like will.
Okay.
This is the worst game of charades ever.
Yep.
As you
Sure is.
kind of throw that out there, no effect happens.
No. That ain't it.
Detect magic. Is there anything else around besides the aura, general aura that you?
Not in your immediate
Okay.
vicinity. But you still do feel that one anchor of that blue gem.
Yep.
All right, I will try to say protect us.
Okay.
Nothing.
No
No.
effect.
Are you
Not-
saying protect in Elvish or in
Yeah,
common?
in Elvish.
In Elvish, yeah.
Does
I'll-
it matter?
So it's not. Oh, I don't know. It's not adding an additional word, or at least protect us or protect me, probably.
Awaken and primordial.
You already tried that.
Make an Arcana check.
Get up.
I'll throw that out. You guys can make an Arcana check to determine if you can isolate what the meaning, or not the meaning, but the missing piece is.
I will assist you.
Can I cast guidance?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Assistance, guidance, bardic inspiration.
So you add a D4 for guidance.
Add a D4, add a D6, you
Flash
take
of
advantage.
inspiration.
Advantage.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is
already
wait
have it,
is he awake enough to do some guidance?
Um,
Or well, no?
Flash of inspiration.
Flash of
Yeah.
genius or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's
So yeah, just enough. Like, help.
What's that?
Purpose.
What
And
does
then
that do?
Purpose.
Okay.
so +3 on top of it.
15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25. 16, 17, 20, 29.
Okay, so
Damn.
with everything that's been given, yes.
You still have no idea.
You
Brainstorm.
found the two pieces that are necessary to activate whatever this thing may be. But I'm not going to give you the specifics.
All right.
You've already found the two things that are necessary for
It's
it.
got to be the gem. And
I will touch it with mage hand and say protect. Touch the gem with mage hand and say protect.
Okay, where are you at?
Not standing on top of it.
Is anybody standing on top of it?
No, we've cleared off of it.
Yeah, I would have moved.
Okay.
I moved a long time ago.
Okay.
I'm not part of this.
I was gonna say, as soon as he started reaching toward the gem, I would have moved.
Fair point. So, as you say that and release the mage hand to grasp the gem whilst saying the word protect in Elvish, you see a musculature of stone and plant matter begin to form at the top of this creature as a head takes form, somewhat minotaur in form now at this point.
Yes.
A singular blue gem embedding itself towards the skull, the kind of forehead of the creature. As it rises to a humanoid form, you see one hand of 3 fingers, the other one, this large mallet club-like appearance. As it stands before you, rising up some 12, 13 feet tall. 2 trunk-like legs rising this huge form of both stone and plant matter before you. You see it look upon you all. And just stand there. Waiting. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Where am I toy?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh.
So, well done on the puzzle. You have an elven guardian standing before you, and you can feel free to look it up if you're so inclined. But we'll go ahead and pick up the session there next time in terms of what the party does with this newfound creature construct standing before them.
Assuming it doesn't attack us.
Well, yeah, assuming that doesn't happen.
He didn't tell us to roll initiative.
I didn't.
Yet.
Thanks so much for leading us to the water there, Tony. Appreciate it. We were not picking up what we were supposed supposed to do.
It was a little tough, but at the same time, I knew you guys were gonna get there eventually. And honestly, it was killing me that like I was like, okay, you got the mage hand part, you got the word, just
Put it
Put
together.
it together.
yeah.
The two.
And that's the part is like it's tough as me as a DM to know which pieces of the puzzle I need to give you and then explicitly state them together versus not. Because for the DM, everything's obvious. You've written everything. And it is a tricky road to navigate. But you now have this large construct standing before you, waiting expectantly for its orders. So we'll pick up there next time in terms of what you do with it and where you go. Probably southward, but you know, it's up to you guys. So we'll go ahead and call the session there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I will pick up next week with the adventure of the Moonstone Guard, continuing into the Kritzar hive. That's likely continue the adventure of the Moonstone Guard as they likely go into the Kritzar hive. South of them, no guarantees. You guys can always choose your path.
Yeah, I think we should turn around now.
Nah,
I think
right?
we go home. Yeah.
It's like
We
last
got the
time-
golem. What do we need with
I
all
mean,
this
we
other
Right, yeah.
got a new toy. I don't need a dragon.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like
Yeah.
when we almost decided to join Ishtar.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
well, you know, fun things, you know, but
I
Yeah.
kind of wish we'd have done it just to see.
it would have been interesting to see you guys, you know, join Fire Genie. Just to, like, yeah, you know, mix things up.
Oh, Itash. Oh,
Itash,
Itash,
yeah.
sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Or join the Cult of the Shattered. in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, that was also a very real possibility.
Yeah.
Or joining, you know, vampire magic energy vampire daddy. of,
Listen, we're
his
still
rank.
friends with him. That's still on the
That's
table.
true. He has not shown himself to be an enemy.
We didn't
Other
cut
than
ties
Moonstone Guard.
with that. Still
Sure.
viable.
I still have his
ally.
picture.
Yep.
It's true.
We need to talk to him about that.
Yeah,
Keep it
probably
close.
should at some point.
That was.
We got
Mr.
bigger
Charles.
things to worry about. So, but all right, we'll go ahead and call the session there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll go to the outro now officially, and we'll be back next week as you guys continue your adventure southward into the Kritzar Hive. So, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night. night.